Hello, everybody, and welcome to the stream. We're back. I forgot to test my bot. You there, bot? You're there, bot. Good job.
Is my push to talk working now?
We can hear you. Did you
Yes.
push to talk?
I
assuming you
did.
did. Excellent. Okay. Well, welcome to Technical Difficulties. We might have some dire roll Last Horizon. It's been 3 weeks since we played last. So, we're going to kind of...
Well, since we played the role play last, we did play last week. It just wasn't the role play.
Yeah, we played some board games. We didn't get to meet him, and I'm very sad. So welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys are excited. I've had a rough August. I'm ready for August to be over. How about y'all?
Almost time.
It's almost like my bad month and not playing this game are linked. So no more hiatus. All right, so we're gonna kind of reintroduce everybody because we might have some new people tuning in. We are playing in the far future in a setting of my own making. It is the Milky Way galaxy, so far in the future, and so much has passed that you guys don't need to worry about modern history. It's all aliens and whatnot. The party are a team of, man, I don't even know what to describe you. You're part freedom fighter, part corporate spy, part research team, part runaway.
I thought the term was anarchist, with Hypos being head anarchist.
Well, only 2 of you are anarchist, with Hypos being head anarchist.
Mercenarchist.
Mercenarchist.
Yeah, the rest of there's like 2 anarchists and then like tag-alongs. Family members?
Yeah, you're No, go ahead, Vegas. What do you got?
I was going to say less anarchist and more anti-anotherist.
I don't know what that means, but I don't want to pry. So, Lady and I, we haven't had water in the house, so our kids have been staying with my parents. But my daughter is homesick, so she may crash the party right around break time. And so if it gets crazy the minutes before break, that's why. Everybody, so keep that in the back of your minds. So let's introduce the cast here. We'll go left to right, top to bottom. So our first character we're going to introduce here is Irene Marcos. She is an Exalvi female. Exalvi are purposefully genetically upgraded humans. It was a revolution of the previous empire known as Imperia, which has fallen and become myth. Their technology was so advanced that no one knows how it works. And the Exalvi were a project to make humans better. And now they hold that superiority in high esteem.
A successful project.
Yeah, one that worked.
Right. Irene was bred to be a weapons developer, but she had her heart set on revolutionizing travel and attempted to create a teleportation device and instead made one of the most powerful weapons known to the Fire Expanse, the region of space they all occupy. Unwilling to give the weapon up to the government to be used on people, Irene ran away. And
she ran so far away.
She ran so far away. Next is Hypoist. Hypoist is our aforementioned head anarchist. He's a rebel youth of a wealthy corporate family who has aspirations of liberating the people from under the boot of tyranny and just government in general. And he got a yacht from his parents, helped Irene escape, and then took the yacht into the Wild Cluster to stick it to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And and he's handsome and sexy and handsome and sexy. Yeah.
And incredibly handsome.
Right, yeah. And he's basically the de facto leader, much to his own. I mean, he bemoans it, but I think we can all see that he does enjoy being in charge on some level. And he's the group's face for in more ways than one, really. And that's going to bring us to the one of the tag-alongs, the new members of the family, and that would be Razik Gorazan. Razik. Oh, I forgot to mention, Caddy is playing Hypost, and Hypost is a Solis, and they are a near-human species, known for their psychic resistance and being handsome and beautiful, and also handsome. Razik is an Azretian male who was a doctor in the Crest League, a small alliance of planets in the middle of the Fire Expanse. And he found himself needing to perform an emergency operation on a dignitary of the Saldrosi Empire, one of the two major superpowers in the Fire Expanse. And Razik had never seen Saldran anatomy before, and the patient was lost under his knife, and it became an entire political scandal, which led to his license being revoked. And he decided to do some soul searching and abandon his home and went to the Wild Cluster, where he now has joined up with the crew and hopes to open free clinics and provide top quality care to those in need. And Azretians are avian humanoids. They do not have wings, but they do have. Oh no, they do have patagium. They do have patagium, like a flying squirrel, which we have never used, but they have it. It was used once.
Yeah.
Yes.
I believe you.
To escape the radioactive, like.
Oh yeah, that's true. It gave them bonuses to get out of that nonsense. That was a fun little adventure.
Yeah, I also tried to use it to land on the train, I believe, but that didn't go well.
Yes, you rolled poorly. And then last, but certainly not least, is Elise Lynette. She is a Dorak female. She is a Cyanite of the Order of Starkeepers, a somewhat belligerent order of psychics that, protected their area of the Fire Expanse and also enforced the law. They were mostly human, and so when the Saldrosi arrived on that system, they dealt with the Starkeepers particularly fiercely, because they have a hatred of humans, which allowed Elise and her twin brother to escape, being that they are Dorak. And she is now kind of she's like the lone gunman archetype, but with a psionic sword, and she has taken on the crew as becoming their protector, and she's pretty metal. Yeah.
Occasional mentor.
Occasional mentor. Adorak are canine humanoids, very competitive, and yeah, that's like the cliff notes, really.
And resistant to cleaning out the drain after they use the communal showers.
That might just be Elise, though. So
She's been a little bit better about that since.
Forgot I was pushed off. She's been a little bit better about that since Razik saved her life. Just a little, though.
Well, during their adventures, they discovered that there's a phenomenon that is well known as the hyperwinds, which are hyper-accelerated hyperspace, which, if a ship traveling in hyperspace enters or crosses a hyperwind, they basically hit rapids, and they get swept away with the tide and dropped off. If their ship doesn't get destroyed, they get dumped out of the hyperwinds at a completely random destination, far from their home with no way to get back. Which means that space travel is extremely limited, and exploration is extremely slow, because you're constantly testing to make sure there's no hyperwinds before you try to plot a hyperspace route. And the party came across a hyperwind, and Elise discovered that it had resonant psychic memory, which led them on a quest of discovery to find out more about the hyperwinds, what they have to do with black holes, and to identify, perhaps, a mysterious ship that 50 years ago completely demolished the biggest, baddest ship in the area. They have teamed up with the planet Nacippe, which is a ocean world mostly populated by a species known as the albish, which is a fish-like species known for their intelligence and their coordination. And they have sponsored the team to pursue research along the lines of black holes, hyperspace, hyperwinds, and how that all connect. And with the end goal, I mean, any research into that would be beneficial. But the end goal is to try to find a way to better navigate, perhaps navigate at all, hyperwinds, or use them for transportation, which would revolutionize transit. To that end, they have acquired a new ship. Their nice yacht has been put in a dry dock and waits for them back on Nacippe. In the meantime, they have a larger ship with 12 NPCs on it. The ship is called the Androla. I didn't actually double check. Yes, the Androla. I got it. Nailed it. I should have trusted myself. It is a science vessel from the Nacippe fleet. Hypos is the captain, and they have been scanning black holes, trying to learn about how it all works. Then they finally, last session, or the session before? I think it was the last session. No, it was the session before. They got a lead from another Nacippe that they know, an Albish named Wesh. He is a kind of like an archaeologist type. He's a bit of a gunslinger and a man of the world.
Snakes.
Yeah, he probably doesn't like snakes. If we were to
Hat.
he does not have a hat.
Honestly, he's not quite at that level yet. He's not quite cool enough for the hat.
No, but he does have
he's an
a.
actual researcher.
Yes, that's true. He actually has a love of science, not just stealing things and putting them in museums.
Shooting people.
And shooting. Well, no, he does do that.
Yeah.
He told them that there is a planet. Gee, guys, what planet was it?
Y'all.
Yeah, how could I forget? There was a
How
planet.
could you forget y'all?
There's a planet, y'all, and this planet, one of its poles is being obliterated because it intersects a hyperwind, and that hyperwind, for milliseconds at a time, at seemingly random intervals, crosses into normal space, which is starting to shatter the planet at a single point. And for some reason, the planet has completely exploded, and it little by little, it's breaking to pieces. And then the Nacippe science team learned that there was an Empyrean structure, which is an ancient ruin, basically, on the exact opposite pole. And they decided that was worth this researchers team to go investigate. Something it has to do with hyperwinds and Empyrean technology, and perhaps there was something there. That's in our bag. Yeah, that's our wheelhouse right there, to a T. So the Intrepid crew set off, and they descended down to the planet on their shuttle, and they found inside that the ruin was inhabited. They encountered 2 new species, completely unknown to them before. The first being the Jurokai, which were they had the outward appearance of a warrior people, but at least at the beginning, they were quite amicable and willing to converse with the visitors and tell them about themselves. And they learned that the Jurokai were made by another species or something known as the Guoji, and they were made with the express purpose of killing psychics, which of course made the party of half psychics a little nervous. Eventually, they got to meet the leader of the Jurokai, who himself was not of their people. He was he belonged to a species that calls themselves the Empty. And the Empty are an offshoot of a local species. This local species being the Oshnin, which are highly innately psionic. Whereas they are innately psionic, the Empty are actually literally the opposite. The Empty disrupt psionic ability around them to the point where Elysia and Irene were effectively unable to use psionics in the fight against him. His title, and the only name he gave, was the Muse. And he was on a quest of his own.
To
Pretty
tour Europe.
what? Yes. He was quite vague about his intentions, but he was clearly there for a reason, and he was working with the Jiroikai for a reason. And he introduced the party to a psionic construct. The first they've ever encountered, and it is an artificial intelligence composed of psionic energy. And this psionic construct explained to them that it served a group of psionic assassins during the Soul Empire, and it had been left alone for over 1,000 years. And during that time, it made a connection with an entity, a dark entity, that now shares its incorporeal form. Sorry, I was just reading chat. You guys are ridiculous.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And a fight broke out because the Muse said that this group would make a good offering to them, whoever they are, the nebulous them. And in the fight, Hypoeus destroyed a computer console that the construct arose out of, and that seemed to cause the construct to dissipate. After assaulting Elise's metaphysical body and giving her a corruption, which makes her one step closer to being a bad. And there was a really, really long fight. It was an hour and a half long. That went 45 minutes overtime. We were all exhausted, both in character and out. And then we took a huge not on purpose break. Life happened, and we're back. And yeah, we're literally in the aftermath of that fight. Did I miss anything, y'all? That's a 20-minute exposition on where we are and who we are. People ready to go?
Alicia actually was very badly wounded and is currently dying.
That's true.
Yeah, I
And-
believe so.
And if I run out of this water, I'm in trouble. Okay, you guys were in the worship hall, so let me preload that for y'all, and then we can activate it. I didn't wait long enough on the preload. Sorry, gang. Okay, go ahead and throw you guys on the map, and we can get going. We're no longer in initiative. Elise is dying. Go.
Well, obviously, I would run over to her.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do anything to help. I can cheer you on, but I'm just gonna be like by her side. Like it's gonna be okay.
Irene, boost
Did
me.
a great job.
Irene is totally gonna do the whole like crouch down, lace her hands together on her knee, and get ready for him to jump on it so she can boost him up.
All right.
Can he even make it from there?
Sure. Why not? I just want to move it along. I'm not super interested on the how he gets there, guys.
There's stairs.
There's like
Yeah, but they're so
Do
far
not
away.
boost it.
yeah, ages away. Okay, so first thing you want to do is stabilize the mortal wound, and you have a trauma kit. Yes.
I have a med pack.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey Irene, do you want to get a look at this thing?
so you get a +2 step bonus from the med pack.
And Don't You Quit on Me has stabilized +1 success as well. And then what would it qualify for? Would it be first aid?
Yes, this would qualify as first aid.
So that would be a +4 total.
Oh!
And for sorry, go ahead.
I think we did this last session, but we did find out you can go higher than +6 step.
Yeah. So +4 steps, and my success is +1, I believe. So if I get 1, I get 2. If I get 2, I get 3.
Well, stabilize is just you get 1, they're good to go. So
yeah, I got it.
okay. Congratulations, Alicia, you're no longer dying, but she is bleeding. You want to make another check to stop the bleeding?
Yes. First aid again?
Yeah.
That would be just an average.
Okay, so Malisi is stable and no longer bleeding out. These are all, oh, that's the wrong button. These are all good things. Okay, so there is a way that I can customize these icons. I just haven't done it yet. All right, with that all said and done, everyone get a hero point.
Yay!
I have way too many things open. I need a third monitor, and that's a problem.
Yo,
See, I have 3, and it's still not enough.
you always need one more under than you have. Especially if you have 0 monitor.
I
Just
very
like split the windows. Just split the windows.
Oh, I do have that for, like, here's my character sheet, and right here's the Discord.
Yeah, I just have like multiple tabs.
Oh, another thing that happened, although I don't know if you guys actually know this in character, because the only person who would know this is unconscious. Alisi, there was a room akin to a library filled with psionic information, and it required a psionic key that was transferred to Alisi when the construct attacked her. But now she's unconscious with all of her limb boxes checked, so...
Oh, we're waking her up.
I only lost the moderate, right?
No, you didn't lose anything. Oh, actually, everyone loses their
I still
grades.
have it.
Yeah, you still... That was just to make you not die. But cleared
I'm
all your
stabilized.
grazes. Yes.
Gotcha.
We're waking her up.
Okay.
I'm gonna monitor how they wake her up and try to keep her to not hurt herself more. I don't remember, Jicken, what was the rule about healing outside of combat? Because I know I can heal a
Surgery.
fresh wound in combat, but
Yeah.
outside of combat, yeah, it takes a while, right? So I wouldn't be able
Yeah.
to start right now. Okay, it would be better to wait for...
You can do
get
an
back to shit.
emergency surgery, which requires 10 minutes per check, but you take a minus 2-step penalty.
I don't foresee us going into many more fights here.
Well, this whole complex is filled with Jiroikai.
Nah, you're right. Maybe I should.
I mean, because Irene's plan was splashing water and slapping faces.
I probably wouldn't do much.
Hey, that's the extent of her medical knowledge.
Fair. But for Razik, who is well trained, looking over Elise is about as hurt as she could be at this very moment.
Yeah, I know that.
Not that it's important, but Irene also has a critical and serious wound.
Okay, well, I don't think there's doors in here, but we kind of need to batter down the ashes.
Droid.
Right. The sim droid with you is named Atrak, and he is in the entrance. And if
Probably
you guys,
fighting for his
He's
life.
in that lobby area.
yeah,
And we don't have open comms in this facility, do we?
I don't know if you tried.
We didn't really try. I felt really bad, like, at the end of combat. I was like, damn, I was fully expecting him to, like, enter with us whenever it came time, because he was, like, just waiting. But because we didn't tell him to, he didn't come along. And that would have made the combat so much easier.
You would have had one more gun, yeah.
Irene's gonna go ahead and get on her comms, be like, Atrak, are you there still?
Bored. I am still here.
Yeah, you're like the security officer, right? Like when it comes to a fight, you're the number one guy, right?
Quizzical? Yes.
So, also quizzical, where the fuck were you?
Interrogatory. To what are you referring?
Just tell him to start clearing people out.
Yeah, so the Jiroikai are like not our friends anymore. So we need you like here now.
Nervous excitement. Do you need me to kill the Jiroikai?
If they attack you on your way to us, by all means, but if like they don't seem to know what's going on, let's group up first and then we can kill them together and that'd be like way more fun.
Anxious, where are you?
We're here, and I'll kind of give them a rundown of how we got to where we were at. And yeah, could you do us a solid and like bring the weapons that we don't currently have?
Out of character. Where are all those weapons? Did you leave them with A track or?
Yeah,
They were in the front hallway.
yeah, I believe.
Oh,
I believe
okay.
Set them down.
Yeah. That would be super.
Declaration. I would have to kill many Jurokai to secure our weapons.
Well, I mean, it's gonna be a couple of minutes because the doctor is kind of taking care of Elise, so you know, do what you need to do and like get here when you can.
Moral safeguards disengaged. I will contact you shortly.
That sounds splendid. Thank you, A-Track.
Murderous glee. You are welcome.
I'm worried.
Horrible when he's murderously gleeful.
Can we keep this one too?
Okay.
He'll never beat Doc, though.
Single tier.
Oh, wait.
He could be.
Could be.
You guys have Doc's personality matrix.
Uh-oh.
I thought we were gonna make Doc part of the ship.
All sim droids and AI are now Doc, if I read their way.
Okay, let's do an emergency surgery on Elise.
Okay. So, emergency surgery. You get a -2 flat for the emergency nature of the surgery.
Yes.
You're going to accumulate successes based on the amount of wounds Elise has. If you accumulate them all, she's healed asterisks.
Yes.
Now, she has 2
Everything.
light, which isn't treated by surgery. 2 moderate, so that's 2 successes needed. 2 serious, so that's another 4, total of 6. And 1 critical, that is a total of 9 successes you need to have a successful surgery. Yeah.
Oh my god, I hate
And
this.
if you fail 3 times, she dies. Oh no, that says if you aren't in a facility with special. Yeah, so if you fail 3 times, she dies because she has a critical wound.
Yeah, but I can stop. I believe I can stop. If I feel like I don't want to risk it, I think I can stop and just take my whatever successes. But then I can't do surgery again. Is that correct?
It doesn't say anything about stopping, but I suppose you can, yeah.
Give me a second.
Stop.
Normally I have like 5 tabs of the same
You
PDF
don't want to
open.
search it to say that.
And since they fucked up Microsoft Edge, I can't have many tabs open.
Why on earth are you using Edge?
Why are you're using Internet Explorer? You're
Okay.
just using Internet Explorer. Why are you using
Acrobat does not allow for the same PDF to be opened twice. At least I haven't figured out how Edge allowed it. Edge also had the bookmark thing where you could scroll through a thing very quickly, but the new Edge, they removed that. So now I've lost all ability to either have multiple PDF open or have the bookmark. I can't have both.
You could be using Netscape, and I'm just disappointed.
Why would I get Netscape?
Imagine being so old you know what Netscape is.
I know what Netscape is. Why would
Can't
I want
relate.
it?
Right.
Okay, so I don't have anything that would make it better aside from my typical stuff. So let's do this. Back to skills, description, medicine, scroll down. So since we're not in a facility, that's 0 bonus for that.
Mhm.
The med pack I don't think gives bonus per se.
Not for surgery, no. That just allows you to do it, really.
Yes. It would be surgery, which I have. I'm a technician. That's +1.
Expert, but yeah. And then a -2, the emergency nature. So I think it's a flat 20. D20.
So far, yes.
Okay, 9 successes. What's your average?
My average is 6. So 6, 11, 16.
That's some pretty good odds.
Yep. It's 10 minutes per roll, so I don't want to roll too many times. Because, like, how long will we be here? Plus, there might be stuff happening as well. So, first 10 minutes, we've got
That's 3
3 successes.
All right. After 10 minutes of surgery, you hear your comm keys up. Ecstatic. I have secured your weapons.
A-Track, you are so my hero right now. Do you need directions again, or are you good?
Cautiously optimistic. Following your directions, I believe you are through the double doors secured by the pair of Jorokai guards. They are no match.
Awesome. We'll see you soon, buddy.
Okay. Oh.
I'm gonna use a hero point to make that an average.
Okay, so that's 4 successes. After 10 minutes, from the southern entrance, A-Track emerges, and he's going to climb up the stairs, clanking as he goes with his big robot feet, and distribute weapons. Mildly curious. The Dorak seems hurt.
Yeah, that's what Dr. Razik is working on at the moment. So like we need to make sure we give him room and quiet, and so you and I are gonna like post up and defend the entrances.
He levels his Gauss rifle at her head and goes, Interrogative. Should we remove her so that we may move faster?
That's a big ol' negative, buddy. While I appreciate your enthusiasm to get moving, she is the core of our entire research mission. Without her, we have nothing.
Embarrassment. I see my error. He lowers his weapon and he says, Re-engaging moral protocols. Oh no, a fallen comrade. Help.
I appreciate you so much, A-Track. Let's go guard the doors, yeah? You and me?
Affirmative.
All right, cool.
Can I get some quiet in here?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll again. That's 3 more.
Yep.
That's 7. We're almost done here.
That's 30 minutes. Nothing happened.
No, it's all quiet.
And we're good, I believe. No, that would be
One,
one
yeah.
more.
I mean, you can spend a hero
Just-
point and be done.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So with 2 hero points and 40-minute surgery, Elise, this is how your wounds are going to change. You're going to clear all your critical, serious, and moderate wounds. Leaving your light. Now, because you had surgery, what happens is you gain 1 wound of 1 severity lower than your highest. So you're going to gain 1 serious wound to represent recovery after surgery. And now, because your mortal wound is stabilized, it downgrades to a critical wound. Since you didn't have 1 open, you do it now. So there you go. That's your post-surgery wounds. 1 critical, 1 serious, and 2 light. And you're awake.
And Irene was Earth, right?
You what?
Irene was Earth?
Irene's fine for now. I'm in basically the same condition as Elise at the moment.
Yeah, but like just
Okay.
you had a serious or something?
I had a critical and a serious, but Irene
I am
will
conscious
certainly
though, right?
fight through it.
Yes, you're conscious.
I'm gonna spend an analgesic spray on both of them so that we can get moving and get back to ship.
Okay.
What does that do? Make it
It reduces your wound penalties by 1. So you guys both have -2 step wound penalties now.
okay? Well, I'm gonna attempt to mind over body right now.
Okay. You have a -2 step. 8. You want to spend a hero point or let it ride?
I'll let it ride.
Okay. Do you want to do the same, Irene?
Irene cannot do that with mind over body.
Oh, not high enough rank.
Irene has no ranks in mind over body because
There you go.
we decided that requires actual training.
Right. Okay. So you guys want to move to the library?
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
Oh, like after I try that, I can look over at Irene, just kind of hold my hand out, like, give it back.
Well, fine. And I hand over the word,
You handle the word.
the sword,
The
Side
bird.
blade.
Side blade.
Bird.
You have yours back, so
True. I can't remember. Was Irene packing the TID PP when we came down?
No, you have disassembled. Remember, you have it disassembled on the ship, and you didn't
Oh,
want to
yeah, yeah,
reassemble it. Yeah.
Yeah, so she currently just has the side blade. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Okay. So you guys are now in the records hall.
Just super brief, like kind of rewind.
Sure.
While all that was going on, Irene would have wanted to examine the destroyed ass console that AI construct had come out of and see if there was anything repairable. I would assume not.
Okay.
Because
Give me an engineering check. It's going to be a -5 because it's super advanced Imperial tech, so it's -4 because you are
right.
Exalvi.
So any engineering specialties that would apply?
Well, what do you got?
I got weapons, power systems, cyberware, and robotics.
No.
Okay. So we're at a -4. I got a +1 to engineering because
You're an expert.
expert, and I believe that's it. So it'll be a -3. Okay.
Okay.
That is a 9, which is an average.
Okay. So this appears to be a command and control console, which means it has access to a lot of other. It's basically all the informative information comes to this console. You don't believe, examining this, that it is something you could salvage without an extraordinary amount of time.
So leave it.
Okay. All right. Fast forwarding again. You guys are in the Hall of Records.
okay. So do I know for a fact that I have the key, or was it just a sense I got?
Yeah, you basically intuitively know you have Decipher.
If I were to make a telepathy check with Irene, could I give it to her?
If Irene probed you.
I have words for that, but
Psionically probed your mind. The psionic power called probe. I didn't name it.
this is not.
I did see
something...
Caddy's reaction when I said it.
This is not something that Irene would would even
Into
think
it.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that she would just be like, the what now? Do what where? With what?
She'd be
We
like,
could work on that
Alicia,
later.
I don't feel that way about you.
I mean, if Elise were to suggest it, Irene would try, but would probably fail miserably. So there's that.
Yeah,
I mean, at least he is gonna suggest it if I can't do it myself.
All right. So probe is under, is that
Telepathy.
ESP?
Telepathy.
That's telepathy.
Mhm.
And I have 2 psionic fatigue at the moment.
Oh,
Oh, hey, that was the end of a scene. Can I make a check?
yes.
And we said that's willpower or resilience,
Correct.
right? And because 2 psionic fatigue, that is a -2 on it. Holy,
That's a really good roll. I want to see that roll.
that's
Oh,
one
you rolled
short of a
max.
success.
You rolled one short of a success.
Uh-huh.
Stop rolling so good. All right, so you want to now make the minus
Telepathy.
2-step penalty on your telepathy?
Yeah.
Oh, minus 4-step because you're wounded.
Oh, yeah.
We forgot to do that on your other check, but I forgot it. So
Yeah. Yeah. What?
what? I need to
What?
see this. Okay, you rolled a
What?
19 on the 20 and a 2 on your minus 12, so that is a 17 on your
And
telepathy.
that is an excellent on telepathy. On the
Good,
dot.
because you needed an excellent to get to cipher. So, grats. You now have
There we
the
go.
cipher.
I think we can
Oh.
attribute that up to Irene probably really wanting it to actually trying to get it.
Yeah. Like there was visually there was even she reached out and did like the 3 fingers on the side of Elise's head and
My
then
mind to your mind.
and then pressure on her own temple in concentric circles.
Nice. All right,
Meanwhile,
you both have
Elise's
the
going,
cipher.
this
This
is
is not
unnecessary.
necessary.
This is completely
At
unnecessary.
least he's trying her hardest not to bat your hand away.
Y'all are so weird. See, this is why I don't do any of this. That and I can't, but also I'm so glad.
That and my brain literally rejects it. But yeah, that.
My brain also rejects doing anything productive.
I've been, neglecting my hydration because I don't have running water. And now that I'm talking a lot, I'm drinking a lot, and I'm like, it is what it is. Okay, so you both have the cipher, and you're in the Hall of Records.
So like do we have to touch it at the same time or how does this work?
I don't have a clue. I was just gonna go up to the nearest one and touch it and see what happens.
I mean, okay, let's do that. That sounds like a scientific enough way to go through it. Yeah.
I go up to the nearest one and I touch it.
As the medical expert, are you sure this won't blow up? Because neither both of you are in a state where you could take a blast.
Not confident at all. Let's do it.
I mean, has that ever stopped us before?
Okay,
She's not wrong.
both of you make academics checks.
Oh, oof.
Is that with the moon
I
penalty
actually
and
put-
everything?
I actually put points in that, but does my psychic lore help me at all?
Yes.
Academics, that's for people that aren't like genetically
Naturally good at something, yeah.
for what they're supposed to do.
Those are for thinkers, not doers.
I still have a -1, but yeah.
Oof.
That is an average success for Irene.
And Alicia, it's a big fat nothing.
At least he has a headache.
Good. If you guys hadn't succeeded here, That would have been what we call in GMing a campaign bottleneck. So you guys are sifting through the various files by touching them, and then just receiving the information in your brain. And suddenly you touch one, and at first Irene is just like, yeah, whatever, yeah, okay, psychic stuff, what? And then everything being transmitted into your mind makes a lot of engineering sense. And it's suddenly connecting dots that you had been floating around since you began this project. And as you're receiving this information, Irene just goes agape because she's realizing that this just putting her hand on this with the cipher in her mind, she now has all the facts and the equations and even some schematic ideas on how to build the Cereeb Gal. Which, for people just joining us, that was our joke name for the harness for Elise to be able to extend her psionic powers. Since Elise is a woman, we joked it's the Cereeb Gal instead of the Cerebro. So, he knew what I meant.
I guess actually came up with a name for it, though.
That's true. I don't know what it is, so I just call it Cereeb Gal.
I'd have to go back and find it. It was remarkably clever.
Oh,
I think.
surely.
At least he's been calling it the brain helmet, so yeah.
Yeah, at some point after just standing agape, Irene will take her hand off and look at Elise and say, I know Kung Fu.
I don't think that's physically possible. What?
Oh no, sorry. There was some pop culture files, like ancient entertainment files in there as well that it might have bled through. I know how to make the thing. Your brain helmet.
It just told you how?
Well, no, it didn't like exactly specifically tell me how, but like all the various different points of data that were in there started to refer back to each other and my own notes on how. Long story short, if anyone else had tried to figure it out, it wouldn't have worked. But I can make the thing now. I don't know like what else we're supposed to be getting from this. Like I was just kind of sifting randomly, but yeah, we can make this the Ceregal now.
Well, let's see. Maybe there's an index or something. Can you interact with it? Maybe ask it if it knows something?
I mean, okay, sure. I'm gonna put her hand back on it. Computer. Display visual index.
Nothing happens.
Table of contents.
Nothing happens.
Main menu.
Nothing happens.
Operator.
The phone rings. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know if this actually has any sort of visual display. Like this may be purely a interactive psionic interface. So I don't know if I can show any of you. This is stupid and I don't like it.
Do you need me to like scribe notes down on my tablet? Will you just like talk?
Can you keep up?
Probably not.
Um,
We could also like record you speaking and then write a transcript out of it.
yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wesh looks like the last kid picked for dodgeball. He's like, I wish I was Sonic.
Really?
He comes up and wistfully touches one of the screens and nothing happens.
Look, based on our last confrontation, no, you don't. Look who got hurt. Look who didn't. No, you don't.
I was hoping we had the name in the Discord, but I can't find it.
Adhering to protocol, we do not know how many Jurokai are in the building, and I am low in magazine.
Yeah, probably a good idea for us to bounce for now and come back later with bigger guns and more time.
I mean, how likely is it that we can just kind of remove a terminal?
That is an excellent question. Give me a minute.
Can I plug in a thumb drive? Like, is there a USB port?
Into A-Track?
Oh,
No. Into the
no.
wall.
Into the psycomputer.
Is there
No.
any sort of interface port?
Not visible on the
although if we
exterior.
could just store the files in A-Track.
And by the way, I think in this case it would be a probe drive, not a USB drive, because you're probing. Chicken's face.
How often can I turn my mind over body?
We decided that since it's like the resilience check, you can try it once per scene.
Because at least he desperately wants to look at these, because I think I'll make some sense out of it, but I can't because my head hurts.
Well, again, I mean, Irene has made sense out of this one.
That one, but the other ones, since I'm more psychically attuned, I think it would help me.
Wes says, "Listen, we can get like a platoon of angry Nacippe Albish Marines over here in a couple days, and we can secure this
Get it?
site."
They're Marines. Because they're out.
Okay, listen, I'm drowning in these puns. Like, we gotta stop.
Look, I thought of it earlier because Jacob had just finished describing the Marine planet and then said the Involucre was dry docked there. Like, where?
They have surface-based cities.
Hey, what's a platoon of Marines called? Is it a school?
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Or a pod.
No, that's a little squadron. The squadron's called.
They're organized by schools and pods. Oh boy.
Tangentially related, I believe we, as a group of role players, would be referred to as a murder hobo.
One murder hobo?
Yeah, like a murder of crows.
Sure, yeah.
Murder hobo of role players. Yeah, we should. Yeah, let's
do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to return to the ship, and you on the way you find Atrax handiwork at the entrance of some rather efficiently butchered Jurokai via his Gauss rifle. Not a pretty sight. Unlike laser weapons, the Gauss rifle, redecorates.
I pat him on his shoulder as I walk into the ship.
Okay. Why can't I activate this? Oh.
Because it
this
can't
is in
let
my
you
way.
do that, Dave.
I activated it. It dumped on. All right, so you guys board the get back on the shuttle and fly up to the Androla. You're met by first mate Obate. He's like, Captain, how'd the mission go? I see that A-Track needs some cleaning.
Don't worry, none of it's his.
At least he just kind of walks past all of them, going straight for the med bay.
Waxing poetic, I felt the warm glow of violence. Obate like narrows all four of his eyes and says, "Who programmed you, A-Track?"
I want to meet him.
Despondent. If you will excuse me, I have to clean myself and my weapons.
Well, I'll follow Lacey to the med bay. I don't think I'm needed.
Hey, fill air, guys. Something smells like it's burning.
Oh, okay.
While that's happening, Hyperwest
Oh shit!
would.
I see you.
Does it need water?
Mute.
Does he see you that need water?
Mute.
They
Yeah.
can't hear me. Anyway, I was gonna say that Hyperwest was gonna be like chatting with the crew, like, yeah, I'm still feeling a little like energetic, so I might do a workout downstairs. If anyone wanted to join me, I found an old tape from like when my mom was still on her Space Atkins diet for like a jazzercise thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna invite the members of the crew who aren't severely injured and also aren't flying the like ship to a community jazzercise. Ruzik, you're invited.
Oh, I have medically injured crew that I have to attend to. I really wish that I could participate, but as the doctor on board, I've got to attend to the crew that are hurt.
Okay. I'm hoping this can become kind of like a regular thing to make sure that we're still working our bodies, because zero G can be really bad for your joints, and like long-term traveling can be really bad for your muscles.
Yeah, these guns, and he shows like very thin arms.
Doctor, you're a horrible liar. I just want you to know. Like, I'm not gonna point that out to the captain, because like he is clearly like enthused by your willingness, but
Listen, do you want me to say that you're physically fit and you can go?
you know, like I am suddenly feeling rather nauseous, and I think that that may be affecting my interpersonal interactions. So like, please forgive anything I might have just said, because it was clearly not intended that way at all.
Yes, and I can see that this is an emergency, and I definitely gotta take care of you instead of going to that
Yeah,
jazzercise.
yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. Poor Hypoist.
It's okay, my real friends will be there.
Oof.
Hurtful. Hold on. You mean like Blenda? Dr. Tagar?
Look, if Dr. Tagar shows up to Jazzercise or not is up to Dr. Tagar, but it'll
Yeah.
tell me a lot, won't it?
Yeah, well, I've seen the way you've
No, I
been
already said
spending
you're
a lot
okay
of
because you're
time.
injured.
You've been spending a lot of time with Blenda, and like you guys are clearly getting
Dr.
close, and
Tagar.
that's great, and that's wonderful and all. So I'll just let you guys go do whatever besties do, and that's fine. And I'll just be in sick bay, hurting and dying alone.
Well, hopefully not dying, because I'm gonna try and make
Dr.
that
I know
happen.
Razik won't let you die. Razik didn't let me die, but also it's up to Miss Dr. Bleda Tagar, whether or not that she would like to show up.
Yeah, well, if you invited, I'm sure she will. So whatever.
But I already said you don't have to show up to Jazzercise. I know that you're injured. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's just for members of the crew who didn't already get active exercise today.
yeah, I know. And then you went on to say that like clearly your true friends will be there, and now I can't be there, and you're gonna be hanging out with that
No,
bitch.
that's just look.
And
It's
I don't even.
it's just a dig at
But
Razik.
you
It was
know,
just a dig
whatever,
at
whatever, whatever. Whatever.
Okay, I'm back. We're back. Because of how this month has been going, we had to make sure that wasn't something wrong with the air conditioning unit. But it appears that our neighbor is grilling and our AC is bringing the smell inside, and it made us think something was on fire. So we're back. Sorry about that delay. But if you knew how our August was going, you would understand our concern. Aforementioned, no water in the house. All right.
And by August, Jacob means 2020.
No, for us, it's mostly just been August. I mean, 2020 hasn't been great, let's be honest, but August has been a real bitch. I'm really glad it's ending soon. All right.
Would you say you had a doozy of a day?
I've had a doozy 30 days. Okay. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It sounded delightful. Something about Jazzercise. I take it.
And that bitch Blenda.
Bitch Blenda.
Sounds like Hypost is coming up with an exercise plan for the crew, as well as the chore wheel.
Yes, I was telling.
I don't think Blenda would Jazzercise.
I was telling the group that I found some old videos in the Involucre from when my mom was still on the Space Atkins diet for some Jazzercise videos. It gets you every time. You gonna be okay?
Nice.
And so I was suggesting some Jazzercise every once in a while for members of the crew who aren't getting very much physical exertion during travel time, because 0G and long-term travel can be hard on your joints and your muscles.
Well, remember, your ships have artificial gravity, so there's no 0G. You're muted, but
I know. We're still traveling in space.
True. All right. So that all said and done, you guys gonna set a course back to Nacippe to start, manufacturing this new technology that is rattling around in Irene's brain?
Or at least like build a prototype. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Irene would appreciate it. Further medical attention, or how long does it take to heal critical and serious naturally?
That's a good question.
I just read that and I already forgot.
You have failed this city. Okay.
Calm down, Ollie.
A critical wound takes 10 days of rest, and you have to succeed a resilience check. A serious wound takes 3 days of rest, and you have to succeed a resilience check. A moderate wound is converted to a light wound after 1 day of rest if you succeed a resilience check, and all light wounds heal at the end of the day.
So critical downgrades after 10 days and a successful resilience.
Yeah, I think it's all downgrade. Yeah.
Yeah, basically till it downgrades to a light and then disappears.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yes.
That sounds fucking horrible, is what that sounds.
Yeah. Yeah, that.
I thought we could get healed via surgery if we have surgery on the ship, which we do now.
You've been healed by surgery, so Irene can get some surgery.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Is like can't Razik perform surgery as we travel too?
You've
Heal us?
already had. He can treat you with medicine, which will give you bonuses to your resilience. Check.
Yes, that's what I can do. You get bonuses to healing.
I knew it was something like that.
But now we're here. We can do surgery on everyone that isn't Elise.
I think that's only Irene.
I don't need it. By the time the day ends, I'm done.
Cool.
I had a light wound.
Let's do surgery on Vegas.
So I'm getting a +2. It's not emergency, so no -2. What does the room give me?
+1.
So +3 total. Perfect. He has a
And
critical, or she has a critical, and
Yeah, you
a
did 5
serious.
successes.
First hour, that's 3.
Okay.
Second hour, that's 4.
You did 5.
And we're good.
All right. After 3 hours of surgery, clear your critical wound, basically.
Roger that.
Should I just go ahead and clear my light wounds, assuming we're gonna end the day?
I'll let you know, but yes. So yeah, let's go ahead and say you guys all get some rest, clear light wounds, and some time has passed, and we're now kind of in a little vignette here. It's Beta Watch on the bridge with Obute in the command seat. Charal, an Albish female, she's at the helm. Den Sulara, the Albish female software engineer, is at the sensor station. And Ashik Brents, Albish male, is at the engineering station. And they're going through, talking back and forth, just kind of chit-chatting. Nothing's really going on the ship. And then the camera kind of pans past them into the door of the bridge and starts traversing through the ship until we come into Elise's darkened room where she is sleeping. And Elise, you're walking back and forth. Your fur and your hair are matted with sweat. You're having some pretty rough dreams. You're dreaming that you're back at the Starkeeper Academy, but you're alone, and all the halls and rooms are dark, and you're being chased by a shadow, a man, a shadow man. And no matter how fast you run, you can't get further away from it until it finally catches you and you wake up.
I can't see any faces. It's just a shadow.
It was like the figure of a man, but as a shadow. Yeah. No face.
A human man?
A humanoid shape, yes.
He look like a man.
I'm not
I
gonna-
could tell. I could tell it was a male, though, right?
Sure, it had a masculine frame, if you will. It was honestly, it was an asexual shape.
I'm just trying to see if there's like any way I could like use that on my psychic skills to like focus on it and see if I can determine what it is. But I can't see anything in my psychic abilities.
Okay.
Unless I could try a psychic history on it, but I don't think that
On
would do
what?
anything. On like the figure in the dream, just try to like read it somehow psychically.
No, you can't. You can't do that, unfortunately. However, now you're wide awake. It's the middle of beta shift. Oh, I'm on the wrong stat screen. There we go. I assume something was said in the Discord chat because you guys are snickering and sneering and.
Something was indeed said in Discord chat, and
I can't wait.
It will.
It was
not-
educational.
It was educational, and I've never been so offended to be educated.
So, Elise,
So, I was just sitting there. Telepathy says mind-to-mind communication with a creature that I know, see, or perceive. I can technically perceive it. What if I try to contact with it?
well, you can't perceive it now. You're awake.
I was just thinking, like in general, like I have Elise sit down and she just throws her mind out and contact like towards the thing that she thinks about it and seeing what happens. Are you looking it up?
No. I don't think that's a viable plan of
Okay, I'm
action.
just asking. Let me see what can I do here. Well, since I'm wide awake, I'm gonna go wander down to Irene's workspace because I've been trying to teach myself mechanics and go fiddle about with whatever it is I've been trying to teach myself with.
Okay, so you're gonna head down to the lower deck.
Yes.
All right. You pass through the lounge area, and you're about to turn towards the central elevator to descend down to the lower level when something catches your eye. You look out the window, and it's very obvious you're not in hyperspace anymore.
Are we in Kansas?
Well, hyperspace and normal space look quite different. Normal space is black with stars everywhere, and hyperspace is white with black like streaks running past you as you fly through it. It's almost like negative space.
Okay, well now I'm definitely gonna go look for either Razik or Irene or Hypost if they're around. For a second though, I'm not gonna lie, when you said I see something come my eye, I was like, I need to move Slag.
Right as you think that, all the lights in the ship dim.
It's a good thing I've got night vision. I start looking around because now this is starting to resemble my dream and I don't like it. Panicking a little. I just noticed this battle map. Oh. Where is the lab? Is it just in engineering?
Yeah, it's in the lower deck.
I'm trying to remember the layout.
You can pull it up in your notes.
Yeah, I am. I'm on the lower deck now, so I probably need that one. Thank you.
You are in the lounge. Your room is oh, actually this is your room on this ping. That's where you came from.
Where was it? Sorry. That's my room. Alright. Really just me studying the map, trying to figure out how to go down. Actually, you know what? Where's Where's Irene's room? That's the first place I'm gonna go. Which one is it again? That one?
Yep.
I just tried to move in there and close the damn door.
Use arrow keys to move.
Numpad.
Irene, are you top bunk or bottom bunk?
Top monk.
Okay. So Irene shares a room with Bly, who is Dr. Bly. She's a female albus. She is the ship's biologist. They're both sleeping soundly.
What kind of a person is Irene when she gets woken up by surprise?
Have you ever woken Irene up in a surprising manner before?
I'm just trying to think that I don't want to nudge her and have her like hit me.
I suggest making sure that the PP is not in range.
Utility is disassembled.
Usually you have to have the bacon cooked first, like, and coffee. Like, she has to be able to smell those things. Otherwise, don't bother.
And to be fair, getting hit by Irene for interacting with her is a regular threat. So
I'm
there's
just
that.
gonna I nudge her and whisper, Irene.
But the tangential coefficient over cube root. What?
Irene, we've dropped out of hyperspace.
So Dr. Bly is sleeping in the bottom bunk, and Dr. Bly has a special blanket that simulates the waves moving over your body, and then she has
The waterbed.
yeah, but like a blanket like that, and she has an eye cover for all that goes over all four of her eyes.
Are we there yet?
Not even close.
What? So, put us back into hyperspace?
Firstly, can't fly. Secondly, what if there's something wrong with the engines? Thirdly, what if something's just wrong in general?
Hit it with a wrench until it works. That's my secret.
I believe her.
Irene's the fawns of our ship.
Eh?
I legit believe her. Where's High Post?
What? You owe me like 2 coffees and at least a crawler. He's
I'll help you make a big side blade.
oh, I like that even better. He's if I'm sleeping, he's probably sleeping too. So like, we should.
I'm next door. I'm next door to you.
Yeah, like, he's like right. Irene will reach down under her blanket and pull out a monkey wrench and throw it at the wall that is in between.
Okay,
Rooms.
Dr. Bly shoots up. What? Yeah, then she lifts up her little brain
Sleep mask.
sleep mask, thank you, and sees just like from the chest down of a nightgown or whatever you sleep in, Elise, or whatever you changed it into to leave the room, and she just lets out a scream.
Bly, it's Elise. Calm down. I need to speak to Irene.
What? It's sleep cycle. It's sleep cycle. It's sleep cycle.
Go back to sleep then.
Well, I can't now. Adrenaline's popping through me.
Okay, then maybe you can help me. Do you know why we dropped out of hyperspace?
We dropped out of. She looks out the window. We're not supposed to drop out of hyperspace.
Exactly.
It's sleep cycle though.
Right? Like that's what I was saying. But now I'm awake.
I'm gonna put something on.
I don't think throwing the wrench helped anything.
Whose room
Well,
is
I
it?
mean-
Oh, that's Razik's room. Razik, give me an awareness check.
Were you trying to throw at the wall between your room, or because I think
Razik, my
yeah.
dude, you are awake.
Stellar. Stellar.
You hear what sounds suspiciously like a wrench being thrown at the wall you share with Dr. Bly and Irene Marcos.
Oh my god, what are they doing in the other room? And Razik like almost expects like they're doing a party or something and just like throwing a wrench at some dartboard or something. So he's already kind of angry.
Okay.
I would ask who throws a wrench at a dartboard, but I know the answer to that question is Irene.
Right.
Hey, people!
Oh my gosh, I'm getting dressed.
Stop with the
I step
noise!
outside. I step outside. Oh, I can't. Zeke's in the way.
I got you.
Zeke, we have a slight problem. We've dropped out of hyperspace.
Just then, you both hear something sounds like something falls over and clatters to the ground, coming from the lounge.
I hope that was slag.
Okay, well, I don't have my weapons, so...
I do. I always do.
Oh, I didn't mean to click that. You're in a wall right now, Alicia. That's why you can't see. Okay.
I was trying to, but I can't push the talk move at the same
All
time.
right. You see this chair?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been launched 6 meters and is lying on the ground in front of you.
I nudge it with my toe.
It has been nudged.
Well, that doesn't seem normal.
What are we looking at?
This chair got...
Are ships
Move.
haunted these days? Is that still a thing? Do they still haunt ships?
Well, there was old stories on Nacippe of sailing ships, but you know, I'm a scientist. Well, maybe your sim droid woke up.
Where is Slag?
Where would you
He
put?
should be.
Yeah, where would you put him in his room?
Last time I had him, he was on the treadmill.
Okay, so he's not in this room.
Oh, he's
Oh,
not.
he's not in
He's
this
in the
room.
rec
Okay.
room. This is the lounge. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not waking up IPOS, but I think we should wake up IPOS.
Not it.
I've already woken up everyone else. I go get hyperwest.
Okay. Proceed. First of all, how does Hypoa sleep?
Read the chat.
Not
the Discord chat. The
Yeah,
actual
Oh.
chat.
it's in the chat. Aromatherapy, dehumidifier, and the binaural sleep tracks for lucid dreaming or jungle sounds.
Well, which is it tonight?
The binaural sleep tracks for lucid dreaming.
Okay, and we obviously we got Morgan Freeman to do the voice, so yeah, for sure.
Just imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah, also he wakes up calmly and just kind of like turns the thing off and goes, Elise? Smells like Elise. 1 second, let me get a light.
Okay,
And
yeah.
I'll find my hover light.
Yeah. Okay, you turn on your hover light. I'm gonna give your token some light here.
What do you mean smells like a Lisi?
Everyone has a distinct smell. Are you okay? Did you have a bad dream? Do you need to lay down? It's small, but I can scoot over. You want to talk about it?
Look out the window.
Yeah, space is beautiful. Wait, the space. We're not there yet.
That's why I came to you. Also, there's a chair that launched itself in the lounge. Do we have ghosts?
Can we even
Just
be
when you
on
say
it?
that, the door to Hypo's room closes.
We have ghosts, don't we? We have ghosts.
We're haunted! This isn't a drill! He'll slide him on some house shoes and get up.
Okay. When you open the door, you hear what sounds like streaking, stage south. You just hear,
Do you think this is that little guy? That psionic guy.
that's the little guy.
Yeah, the little blurry guy. The little psionic guy.
Hang on. Razik, Irene, this way.
I'm gonna stay right here.
Getting coffee? There had better be coffee wherever it is you're.
Well,
Hi, Captain. Good morning, or whatever.
Hi, Blinn. Sorry to disturb you.
Well,
What are you doing up so late?
well, Irene threw a wrench at the wall.
Blinn, it's very important that you get proper rest during the beta watch. I know it's enticing to stay up and read or catch up with people.
Fine, I'm going to bed. Gosh.
Thank you, Blinn. I appreciate your listening spirit.
I turned to Razik and Irene, so we're haunted.
no, that's not rational.
That's not a thing.
You're talking to a psychic.
Yes,
We've got
psychic. I have detected the brain activity. Ghosts don't exist. At best, this is a psychic work.
Yeah, there is definitely some sort of rational, reasonable, scientific explanation for whatever it is that you.
And then as soon as right then, warning klaxons start sounding off. And Irene, you know what these warning klaxons are.
What are they?
They're a warning klaxon that you only ever heard when familiarizing yourself with the ship, and you thought you'd never hear them before. Again, I should say. And that is that the reactor is leaking.
So, like I was saying, a reasonable, rational, scientific explanation. You're all suffering from hallucinations brought about by acute.
Oh, there's a shuttle in here, by the way.
Acute radiation poisoning because the fucking reactor is leaking. Get the fuck out of my way. And Irene starts running for the engine compartment.
Well, I mean, the elevator's right in front of you. So.
Okay, well, then she's getting into the elevator, and anyone that wants to come with her better get in fucking quick.
Okay, you guys are going down to the lower deck. That is the wrong button. Okay, let me just move you all over. And while you guys are coming over, I'm gonna give Hypo's back his light. Nope, not dim. Right. Congratulations, you're now on the lower deck.
Okay, so reactor.
Hold on, pulling it up. We are here. We need to go. Reactor core is what, 24? Yeah. Sorry, looking at my It is.
A computerized voice says, "Reactor leak. No entry without appropriate protective gear."
Um,
How long would it take me to go upstairs and get like my suit on and everything? Come back. down?
Fast forward. Everybody is in a spacesuit.
okay. I was about to give it like the override code Marcos Alpha 1 Beta 7.
No.
So we all went upstairs and got changed. Now we're in spacesuits. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. I'm like, I heard it unlock. Why is it not letting me in? Oh, because you didn't open it, dumbass.
I post while you're looking behind you hear one of the door to the crew quarters just lock.
Hey, Irene. You're
Muted.
muted.
A little busy, Captain, trying to keep your ship from exploding.
Irene, does the leaking reactor cause things to lock and unlock and close by themselves? Because that's also been happening.
I won't know for sure till I find out what exactly caused the reactor leak in the first place.
Do we have a ship-wide comm system?
Yes.
Maybe we should call the crew to order.
Yeah, we should call Beta Watch.
I'll check in one. Yeah, I'm gonna just call to Obute.
Okay. When you try to activate the comms, you get feedback, which usually means the comm system is down. Irene, give me a engineering check.
Okay, any specialties apply?
What do you got?
Weapons, power systems, cyberware, robotics.
No. Actually, power systems. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so engineering 1, power systems makes it 2. Oh, I wouldn't leave my toolkit in the reactor core. I would leave that. Wait, reactor core is the science lab.
No, there's the science lab is different. Science lab's over here.
Oh.
But presuming we took the time for you guys to get all your crap, but you can say you got your toolkit.
Okay, so that brings me up to a total of +5.
Okay, throw it.
Throwing. That's a 30.
Okay, so with your stellar success, you learned that the radioactive casing has a breach, and you're able to do a detailed scan. And the breach looks exactly like this if all my fingers ended in narrow points.
So, like I said, completely reasonable and rational explanation. And that
Yeah, the ghost broke it.
the reasonable and rational explanation is that the ship is fucking haunted.
And right as you say that, the door to the reactor core closes and locks, and out of the console, a light emerges, and this blue humanoid head emerges from the console, looks up at Irene, and a hand reaches to the console and strikes out at Irene. Irene, give me a dodge check.
Okay. Any modifiers?
Nope.
That is a 17, which is, I want to say it's excellent. Let me double check.
Okay.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Irene lunges back as his hand rips out, And after this hand lashes out at you, the thing starts sinking back into the console, and you hear a voice, it's kind of familiar, just say, "I have you now," and it collapses back into the console, and it's gone.
Familiar how?
You heard it recently, but you can't quite put a finger on it.
All right.
You want to make a straight intelligence check?
Sure. That's actually something.
So it's a
she's
13
good at.
plus? Because you have 7 intelligence?
Yep.
Okay,
That's an 18. That's an
excellent.
excellent.
Okay. That is the same voice of the psychic construct you met down on the planet. And you also recall that the psychic construct emerged from a computer console there.
So it found its way back here either through Elise or through me. I might have picked it up.
Well, you vividly recall it bisecting through Elise.
Right. But then I very expressly pulled that knowledge residual whatever from Elise as well.
True.
Oh,
And Hypolis and Elise, were you guys getting in the elevator and going to the bridge?
I was gonna check on
Okay.
Beta Watch.
So I'm going to put you all there, and let me... Elise... That's not the elevator. Elise and Hypoist. And then right click on Hypoist, hold the scene, right click on Elise, hold the scene. Okay. The bridge has standard lighting because the rest of the ship has night lighting, but since the bridge is only occupied by Beta Watch, it's fully lit. As soon as you come up, you immediately find Charal unconscious on the floor, and with a quick cursory scan, you find Obate unconscious in the port airlock, and Den Solara unconscious in the starboard airlock. Oh, and those are locked.
So they're like all unconscious.
Mhm.
I'm gonna, but breathing.
Well, I mean, you can't check on Obate and Den Solara, but Charal is breathing, yes.
But they're locked in airlocks?
Yeah.
That's what you said? Oh, yeah, we should work on getting them out.
I want to probe Charal to see if I can find out what happened.
Okay. Give me a probe check. Or a telepathy check, I should say.
I have a lot of minuses. I forgot about those.
Yeah, you got a -2 from your wound. No, -3. Yeah.
It's a -2 because I get a +1 step because it's my specialty.
You can expend psionic effort to give you a +3 step.
and we probably didn't have enough rest to lose any of our psionic fatigue, huh?
What is
I didn't have any.
What is the qualifier on that?
I think it's at the end of the scene you're allowed to make a check for it to go away automatically.
At least 8 hours.
8 hours.
Go ahead and make a psionic fatigue recovery check, Irene. But Elise doesn't have any. So
I didn't have any. But
I'm
not going to use it because Alicia at this point is chalking it up to ghosts.
okay.
Yeah, nope. She still thinks it's the ghost.
Okay. Okay.
Can I try to break into this thing?
Don't we have like overrides as the senior crew?
You need to do that from the bridge or from the reactor core.
Okay, I call Irene and ask her to do it.
There's no comms.
Irene and I have a laser link.
Isn't that direct line of sight?
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure. It's receiver to transceiver. Direct line of sight.
Okay, then can I pull an Indiana Jones and or Bond and shoot it?
Well, why don't you? I mean, like instinctively, you would check the bridge to see if you can restore comms. That's where it would be done from.
I mean, yeah, I just am worried about leaving unconscious people in an airlock.
Right? Yeah, that's not great. You could send Elise.
We'll just check the bridge.
Okay. The first thing you'll see is you are heading straight for a blue star.
I promise, can you change this? I don't want to go into that.
Yeah, I'm gonna pump the brakes.
As a medical expert, I recommend a very copious amount of sunscreen.
All right. Hypos, give me a piloting check.
Okay. Hero point, please.
Okay. You were locked out, but using your command access and knowledge of this console, having flown this ship before, you're able to bypass the lockout and veer off from away from the star. You're no longer on a collision course with death.
Okay,
Okay.
well, since I'm no good at computers, I'm gonna try and telepathically contact Irene to see if she can get it up.
Okay.
So minus 3-step. Nope.
You want a hero point?
You know what? Yes.
Okay. What do you want to say?
Irene, we need the comms and the airlocks unlocked on the bridge.
Cut to Irene.
Checking to see if telepathic contact allows a response.
It does. An average success is I can transmit a simple message and receive an answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said we need comms and the airlocks opened, essentially?
Unlocked. I need them unlocked, not opened.
Okay.
Because that would have been a really bad miscommunication.
Right.
All right. Beep. 2 crew members dead.
Yeah. Thanks, Slag. How does Irene respond to that? Bigger fish to fry, rogue AI from planet in our reactor core.
Can I just try to roll computers to unlock the doors to do the comms?
Yeah. All the consoles on the bridge are like glitching, like sporadically turning off and on. And yeah, so give me a computer check. Oof.
So today's not my day to roll
No.
at all.
There's still the option of 0 points, but
I've always apparently we have a little bit of an intruder. It's not a ghost. It's the AI from the planet.
So kind of a ghost.
A little bit.
I mean, it's a psionic AI. That's a little bit. That's like a little bit of a ghost.
And
But also called it.
so Hypost, as you say that, your console kind of like shimmers to stability, and a window opens up, and it says restore helm control and communications, and it has a YN.
Why?
Okay. The window closes and a new one immediately pops up, and it says vent 1 airlock, and then it says port starboard.
No, no. Shit, which one's starboard?
Right side.
I'm gonna shoot the door.
Okay. Yeah, it's got health. It's got a lot of health, but we can do that. This is a.
If you really want the door to go away, I've got a quicker way through.
I don't have the plasma cutter because I decided to let Irene have the
Alright, well,
plasma
as you-
cutter.
Side blade.
As you run up to the door, these 3 people in this room are coming too. And Sharal is like, she says, "Whoa, what, And then Opatai kind of like staggers up to his feet,
Get the door open.
and he immediately tries it and gets nothing.
Help Opatai.
Densalara slowly rises from her lying down, and she's looking around, and you can see the fear on her face. And she says, and you can barely hear her, "Captain? Did I do something wrong?"
Let me shoot it.
Okay.
We're trying to help.
Do you want me to cut him open with the side blades?
That will be faster.
Okay.
Start with the side. I'll move.
Basically, I take the side blade along with the seal and cut across it, hoping to break it so we can open the door.
Alright, make an attack check.
That's an excellent.
Okay, roll damage.
$16.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. You're gonna need some flex seal. Yeah, you fuck it up. It's damaged. You didn't like cut a hole through it or anything, but you cut a slash through it. Yeah, so you can now talk through it. Sharal staggers over, sits down in the cockpit, which is actually over here, and says, "Captain, why
Yeah,
is
the blue star.
no? There's a countdown on my console."
Oh, another thing. Well, figure out what it's to and then stop it probably.
Okay. Densalara, who you can now hear much more clear because you put a hole through this door, says, "Captain, I don't know what's going on. Why am I in the airlock?"
There is an enemy AI on board and y'all have been incapacitated. We are trying to get you out of there. I'm gonna shoot the door. I'm gonna shoot the door.
Okay, shoot away.
Stand back.
I was going to use my water bottle when serving. Yeah, I forgot. What an idiot. I know. No water.
Needs water to brush teeth. 9 energy damage. Okay. Not so much damage.
I mean, I didn't bring my huge rifle around.
Captain, the timer is down to 20 seconds, and now it says port or starboard.
Neither.
I mean, I'm gonna keep trying to attack it just to know what I can go again.
Let me know if this is too loud. I can't hear it.
Okay.
You want to attack it again? Go for it, yeah.
I'm trying to see if I get psychokinesis the doors open. But I think my silent's quicker.
Oof. Okay. I'm gonna roll. I mean, you can't miss the door, so just roll average damage. Okay. Well, that actually did no damage at all.
You're muted, Vegas.
That was my bad. I didn't mean to click that.
Okay.
I said that I hate that my own track is being used to scare the ever-loving piss out of me right now.
Alright, Pose, do you want to take another shot?
Yeah, let's start with this one.
Okay. Alright, so roll average damage. Okay, no damage. You guys can make 2 more attacks each, and then the timer's out.
That's an excellent.
Okay, roll damage.
14.
Okay. You did some damage. Cut another slash through it.
It's like slashed up now, right?
Yeah. At least it looks like she started to, carve a Norse rune into it.
I want to just kind of pull a chunk out.
Oh no! There's no way you could brute force this door.
Not even if I put each mag boot on either side, tried to pull a piece off.
No. If you were in an exoskeleton that raised your strength, maybe you could bend it. But this is an airlock door. Yeah, that'd be like trying
even
to.
After my goal was if we had slashed it up enough, but yeah.
Right. If at least he slashes it up for the same amount of damage one more time, you will have carved a slot out of it that then Solara could conceivably squeeze through.
Okay, then I'm gonna just let Lucy go again.
Alright, this is the last attack, and then the timer runs out.
Okay, so my psychokinesis allows me to lift objects up to 100 kilos with no modifiers. At this point, could I just pry the door open using my psychokinesis?
I mean, you can try. You're only gonna get one more thing, and then the timer runs out, whatever that means.
I think I have a better chance of attacking it.
Also, this probably weighs a lot more than 100 kilograms.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to verify, so. That there's a stellar.
Okay. Well, you get penalties if it's heavier.
No, stellar for attacking.
Oh, you're just slashing?
I just
slashed.
No, then, yeah, proceed. That's 14 twice. Okay. Yeah, you carved a significant hole into it. Then Solara is able to slip through. And right as she does, Sharal says, "Captain, the timer is reaching 0."
Choose this. This is the starboard one, right?
Yeah.
Choose starboard.
Okay. Hit starboard. And then this door opens. And the door you are all looking at has a large person-sized hole in it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we could get into the bridge and seal ourselves in, right?
You have to be very fast. Roll dodge.
We need to get Obite, and I have life support and mag boots, so I can kind of
Okay, so High Post doesn't have to move. Elise, make a dodge check to see if you can get to the bridge.
Okay, well, I do have mag boots though.
Okay.
Do you have your life support collar thing?
I do. I was thinking about giving it to Densalara, but
Get Dinsalar to the bridge.
yeah, can I move her to the bridge with me? Like, can I grab her and try to take her with me?
Why don't you just roll telekinesis? Just boom.
Wait, to what? Close it?
No, to push her in.
Oh, I didn't know if you'd let me do that.
Yeah, that's what telekinesis is. Psychokinesis, sorry.
Psychokinesis.
Yeah. Okay. Well, obviously you're in the way, so you can just hold her as the air is sucked out. And using your magwits, you can work your way in there. Close
Yeah.
close the door and,
The other door.
and put on your vac. Put on your vac
Yeah.
collar. Activate it.
Mhm.
Okay. So now this room and then that airlock are now vented into space. Obute has a pretty grim, serious look on his face, and he just says, "Good job, Captain."
I'm just gonna start shooting at his door.
All right. Well, the comms on your helmets key up, and you hear the voice of Shral, and she says, "Well, comms are back up,
Good
and,
job, Shral.
and we have
Does
helm
that keep
control."
up everyone?
Oh.
Just contacting these two because that's the only one he knows about. And we have helm control. However, now I'm getting readings that there's a reactor leak, Captain.
Yeah, Irene's working on that. Can you get Obate out of this airlock?
We need to reseal this the other airlock first, because this room is vented to space, Captain.
We just need to get him into the bridge.
Okay. Well, while you guys stew on that, we are going to go to break. I'm gonna put the kiddo to bed, and then we'll be back. So we'll be back 15 after. And we got another 2 hour, another hour 45 of dire roll. Lost Horizon, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in a bit. All right, everybody, we're back. Thanks for waiting. How's everybody doing? Yeah, so you guys managed to prevent Densalara from getting spaced. Well done. But now we're gonna cut back to the lower decks here for a quick minute. To Irene.
I don't wanna.
Okay, Irene. On the computer screen behind you, on the computer screen on the far wall, the image of the construct shimmers into existence.
What exactly is the goal here?
It speaks, and when it does it, it's no longer the same voice you recognize. It's like jagged and broken, and you can hear an undertone of another voice trying to break through. And it says, "I require a new host."
Get in line?
You are suitable.
No.
I know what it is you're trying to achieve. And then in place of its image, it shows the schematics, your early designs for the literal thinking cap. And as it's showing the designs, it says, "I can help you."
You know, that's like really sweet and all, but kind of a little bit of a genius and don't need your help.
I work alone.
The pictures fade, and now the screens are just black. And then the voice says, "I can also harm you." And suddenly, the console in front of you, red light starts flashing, and a small klaxon starts sounding. And you look over at it, and you read that a second reactor breach has occurred.
All right, I'm gonna get right the fuck on fixing that, while also trying to brainstorm a way to purge this AI from our systems completely.
Okay. Razik, what are you doing, bud?
Typing the password, getting an error. Typing the password, getting an error. Typing the password, getting an error. Typing the pass.
Okay, back on the bridge. Or the upper deck, I should say.
Well, actually, Jacob, before you go
The
back to the
bridge.
bridge, when the comms came back up, was there a signal that came back up?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, no, there wouldn't have been like a alert telling you that your LTE is back.
what did you say, Vega?
Communications restored.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you imagine how annoying that would be if it was glitchy? Communications, 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 communication.
Communication.exe has stopped working.
Well, I mean, it would make sense that Razik, having nothing else to do but try to unlock this door and having no computer knowledge to unlock it, would try the comms once in a while. So I guess I would try to call using the comms, like, anybody on the line?
Yes, we could. We could probably use your help, but also the room leading to the bridge is not safe to inhabit.
I have several questions. What's the short version?
Airlock failure.
That sounds really bad. Anybody hurt?
Not yet.
Obatai hits the panel on the airlock, and he says, "Now that comms have been restored, I can communicate as well. I can tell you that Densalar was the first of us to fall unconscious, but we witnessed what appeared to be a blue humanoid shape on the bridge. It struck us one by one, incapacitating us, apparently.
Where were y'all when this happened?
We were on the bridge investigating why we dropped out of hyperspace. I was about to wake you up when the entity emerged.
No, I assumed you wouldn't have just locked yourselves in the airlocks for fun.
Whatever this
Thank
entity is, it can manifest physically, obviously rearranging us. At least that's what I imagine why I'm here.
Yes, we briefly encountered this thing on the planet surface. We did not expect it to be able to accompany us to the ship. I apologize. We should have had a more strict quarantining protocol.
So,
Obute, where are you?
I'm in the port side airlock.
With airlock malfunction? That doesn't sound good.
No, I believe the entity has sealed me in here for some reason. Densalar was in the other airlock. She may need your assistance, but not right now. The foyer of the bridge has been vented into space.
Yeah, I'm kind of afraid that since you're in the airlock, but that's okay. Let's not.
So, Alicia Hypost, this door opens. Air starts rushing out the airlock, and Brent steps out in a spacesuit. And in his hand is a flechette pistol.
Wait, but Bridst is he wearing?
A spacesuit, I said, yeah. He's in a vacuum suit.
Is he wearing mag boots?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Bridst. The airlock's broken, as you can see.
He turns around and closes the door behind him. And then he raises his pistol and shoots Elise.
Ah, goddamn.
At least you make a
it.
dodge check. With a -1 step from being like, wait, what?
Luckily, Dorak senses helps me with that. Let me see.
Dodge? I don't think so.
I get pluses. I get step bonuses.
To dodge?
Oh no, sorry, that's my psychic one. Dorak's awareness, psychic is dodge.
Right.
So -4 total because of my wounds. Ugh. And I have a +3 step bonus. Okay. That's -1.
That's a pretty damn good roll.
That is an excellent.
You see him raise his weapon arm in time, and you duck out of the way as a shot round fires where your chest was, and hits the wall. Go ahead and
Yeah, we gotta incapacitate Brent.
I know what's going on with this,
Roll
and it's
initiative.
annoying because normally I can't make them do this myself.
let's roll some initiative.
Just the
Brent's
upper deck?
failed. Yeah, just the upper deck.
Okay.
Do my minuses fight initiative?
Yep. Okay, go out on a limb and say I opposed goes first.
Just one short of a stellar.
Okay, so Elise is going to be on a 2. And Brent is going to be on a 2.01. Opposed, you're first.
I already straight up said that I don't have my rifle on me, so. I'm gonna shoot and aim at this boy.
Do you need to draw your weapon?
She's
No, I
been
already
shooting
had
at
it
the
drawn
door.
because I've been
Oh,
shooting at
right,
the
you
door.
shot at the door. Well, okay. Seven. Okay. That's how many impulse?
Just the pistol, I aimed, so 4 total.
Okay, Elise.
Okay, so I know that he's being suggested psychically. Now, if I try to suggest him, could I, in theory, cancel that suggestion out?
In theory. Dost thou wish to try?
Yeah, I'm doing some math. I get a +3 step if I use psychic fatigue, right?
What's that?
If I psychic fatigue, I could get a +3 step.
Yes. I mean, it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Let's just it would effectively counteract all my minuses, but I don't know if it's enough.
Well, counteract all your minuses isn't, bad.
Yeah, I'd still need at least a 12 to do anything, though.
I forgot where it says that you can spend sonic effort to get +3. I know it's somewhere. I'm trying to remember. I think it is a +3. I just can't. For some reason I can't find that that sentence. I know it exists.
When you make a check using sonic skill, you could choose to expend sonic effort. You need a +3 step bonus to that.
Where is that?
Sonic skills, page 2.
Aha. Cool. Found it. Confirmed. 3-step. So you want to spend sonic effort to negate your penalties and go for the telepathy check?
Yeah.
All right. Roll.
No.
Okay. Roll either resilience or willpower.
No, but almost.
Okay. Gain a level of psionic fatigue. Did you add +2 bonus to that?
No.
You get a +2 bonus to your psychic fatigue checks.
So it should have only been a minus
D4. Roll a D4. Just roll a D4. Okay, does a 17 succeed?
Yes.
Okay, you are not fatigued.
Keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, that's your archetype bonus. All right, so that was a 3 impulse action. Ka-chow. Brent is going to shoot at Alicia again. But now I actually have, have to have him roll. He's going to aim. You rolled well. That's an excellent. And this is a flechette pistol. This does a ton of damage. Presumably you're not wearing any armor because you woke up and then you put on a spacesuit. Neither of those things can have armor.
Oh wait, if I have a spacesuit, then I don't need to be wearing my backing collar.
Right.
Although you say that, but they're getting shot, so don't take it off too quickly.
Right. This is going to do this plus 8 physical damage. 9 physical damage. What kind of wound is that? Moderate, right?
Moderate.
Okay. If you take a serious wound, your suit is compromised. Yeah. Okay, and that was a 4 impulse action. I believe making it Hypo's turn.
I'm gonna move for my action.
Okay.
Get at me, boy.
Alicia, you're up. In addition to psionic effort, you can also concentrate.
Does that do the same thing?
No. But so psionic effort gives you a +3 step bonus. You can concentrate as an action modifier to give you, for 1 impulse it's +1, for 3 impulses it's +2.
Let's do that for the +2.
Okay. So it totals to a +2, right? With the sonic effort. Okay.
Yes.
Roll it. 16.
Just shy of an excellent.
Okay. With an average, what do you want to suggest?
Could I just suggest he snap out of it?
Okay. Brent kind of like reels back and grabs his head, and the gun kind of lets go and it falls down to the artificial gravity floor, and sparks start to arc out of him like electricity, and this blue humanoid shape emerges from Brent. And then just as quickly as it emerges, it reels back and disappears through the wall behind you. Or behind Brent, I should say. Combat over. And Brent goes, Captain?
I'm not fatigued, by the way.
Nice.
Hey, Brunst, I need you to help get Obate from the airlock to the bridge. It is not safe here. As you can see, it is compromised.
Obate?
I noticed that. Ignore that.
Why is there a hole in the airlock? Subbed at 15, Alicia.
It is.
That's still a success.
Okay, good.
It is compromised. I already said that. We are dealing with an invading force, a psionic AI. I need you to follow.
I'm sorry. Last thing I saw
was probably not this.
Yeah, I
yes,
was just sitting
what
on the
is
bridge.
happening right now.
Okay, so what do you need me to do, Captain?
We need to get Obate out of this airlock. Folks on the bridge should be trying to get it working, but as soon as we can, we need to transfer him from there to the bridge, just to be safe.
All right.
Can you focus on that?
Yeah. I assume the bridge still has air?
Yes.
Okay. Well, once we get it open, I can open the door. You just pass him to me, and I'll throw him in and close it behind me.
Perfect.
Alicia, you want to side blade through the door?
I'd like to do it without breaking the door if possible.
Okay. Well, then how do you plan to do that?
I
can steer
don't know if I
it,
can.
though.
I was hoping that one of them would figure it out by now. So many freaking scientists on here.
Can I please calm folks on the bridge to see if they can close the airlock? They got comms up.
While there's a lull here, Alicia, you hear a voice in your head that says, "With me, you could open that airlock with ease."
Yeah, no. I don't need your help.
Sounds like a shitty boyfriend.
Are you sure? Because without my aid, you don't know what could happen. I have control over your ship. I could open that airlock.
Hey, Sheryl, can you please try to close the airlock?
Not for long.
Okay, Sheryl closes this airlock door and then starts to repressurize. I know about you, Alicia. I know your aims and your wishes. I know you would like nothing better than to sink your psionic blade into every Saldran in the expanse. I can help you. Together we can find your brother and avenge the Starkeepers.
For what it's worth, I'm anti-genocide.
Eugenics, however, that's on the table.
Bad Exalt, get out.
I really wish I had points in this attack that I could use psychically. At least he's just ignoring him. She's not even responding.
Okay. Well, regardless, I know you're ignoring the voice, but you are also mechanically receiving. So you're being offered reception, which is you can take you can take a fount of power for +5 step, or a moment of power for +5 step, or a font of power for +5 step on your first roll, and then +2 for the rest of the scene. Or you can, refuse.
Well, see, seeing as all this is happening, Alicia thinks that's him, and she's like, hell no.
Okay. So you reject it. Got it.
I wonder if I could probe it back to see if I could find out where it is. Especially now that I've got a psychic connection to it.
Okay. Roll telepathy. It's all of your penalties.
I get a +1 because that's my specialty.
Unless.
No.
That's a pretty damn good roll.
Can't believe
That's
you
that's an excellent.
It's an excellent. Okay. You're probing it, right?
I can read its guarded thoughts.
Okay.
Things it would not willingly reveal. So basically, what I'm trying to find out at this point is he going to dissipate on his own, or does he have any weaknesses?
You probe its mind, and you realize that the construct was degrading because it was in the presence of the muse. and its rider, for lack of a better term, is desperately trying to jump ship.
What happens if it doesn't?
You have no idea. That is not
I
something
can't.
you.
I can't. Is that something I can find out? Okay.
Yeah, all you know is that the construct is, as you said, it is dissipating. Because it spent so much time with the muse. It's basically deteriorating, and its rider is trying to find a new host. So that's what you got from your probe.
No clues as to where it is right now.
That's the thing. It doesn't really have a. It doesn't need a corporeal presence.
Okay.
Suffice to say, it's in the ship.
Okay, good news and bad news. Good news, I think it's going to dissipate on its own. Bad news is I don't know where it is, and it's trying to find a new host.
Okay. As soon as you said that, we cut downstairs. Vegas, what are you up to?
Frantically trying to close the leaks in the reactor core.
Okay.
While trying to figure out how to purge this from our system.
Gotcha. So you have an option before you. It is the safest option, and that is to shut down the reactor.
That's that. Yep. Okay.
But if you do that, the ship is
Adrift.
it's running on reserve power, and that's it. Which means no hyperdrive. That's yeah.
Can if it's shut down, can it be restarted outside of dock?
Yes. If you shut it down correctly, which obviously you know how to do. You don't even have to make a roll for that.
I have an idea.
Okay.
But Razik had his hand up, and that's how we operate here.
Well, it was a meta and up. If the reactor is off, can the thing open the airlock? I would assume that the airlock might not have access to the reserve power, aka like the ship would become a tight bubble.
I think airlocks still would operate with reserve power. Yes.
Right.
Okay, so that wouldn't solve that. Okay.
All right. I have an idea. And it's a really bad idea. But it's also a really good idea.
Okay.
All right. Dickwad, I have a compromise.
I'm listening.
We can find you a host, but we need to get back to our port of origin so that I can get you one, and I can't have you running roughshod all over my ship while that's happening.
Counter proposal. Accept me, or I destroy your ship.
If he destroys this ship, he's going down too, right? Like,
so that sounds all fine and good, but destroying the ship doesn't get you what you want, because you don't have anywhere to go if you destroy the ship, and that means you're dead too.
So once again, emerging from the console. This time, the one behind you.
Mm-hmm.
The entity materializes, and it says, "I am eternal." this construct is failing. And when it does, I shall return to my place of origin. It may be many of what you call years before I can return to this realm. I wish to stay. But if you would deny me this, you and that Starkeeper bitch, then I will destroy your ship as a final farewell.
Get it? Because she's a dog.
Okay, so count. How many counters are we on?
I don't negotiate with lower life forms.
Oh, so that's good. Like, I understand that. I understand exactly where you're coming from on that. And you're talking to an Exalvi, so you're not going to find a higher life form anywhere in this sector. So you better start negotiating, or I'm going to shunt you into the great black beyond, and I'm going to make sure that you've got something that you can stick to so that you never get to go back where you come from.
So it sort of steps on the air over to the reactor, turns its faceless head to you, and shoves its hand through the containment, and all manner of warning klaxons are flaring off. Like it's just like everything in the room just started going crazy.
I hit the big red button to shut it off.
Okay,
The
well,
right way.
the right way would take time, and whatever he's doing it quickly. Why didn't that work? Oh, I forgot to hit save. Update. There we go. That's what I wanted.
Oh no. Why would you do that?
Razik, you can see this through the glass.
Oh yeah, I don't like that, and I see the construct as well.
Yeah,
fucking around
yeah.
with it.
Okay. Tell me what this whole accept me involves.
He pulls his hand out of it, and then it points to Razik and says, "Kill that thing."
Excuse me, what?
One life for the other 15. So the construct kind of like glitches a bit and then splits its head into two different heads. One is the blue and one is now this kind of blackish red. And the blue one kind of like glows and speaks and says, it feeds on malevolence, on ill intent, on the dark corners of consciousness. If you, in the moment you kill, it can enter you. But I wouldn't. If this ship is destroyed, it is a fate far better than. And then the head gets pulled into the other one, and the construct restores to its original appearance.
You are like the technical term for this is moving the goalposts, and you have no idea what you want. Like, did Daddy not hug you enough when you were younger? Like, what's going on here, buddy?
Hey man, don't you?
It starts raising its hand to reach into the reactor again.
I tackle it.
Okay, you phase right through it. It doesn't have a physical body.
Brain tackle it.
I tackle it. Yes, I tackle it again, but this time
It's psychokinesis.
with the discharge.
Restrain. That
With the what?
too.
My psionic discharge.
Oh, yes, do
Like
that.
throat punch it.
All right, make an attack check.
Okay, so that is a psychokinesis check.
I am afraid of no ghosts.
I have a -2 from psionic fatigue. I have a -2 from my wounds.
Gosh, that really sounds bad. You want to spend a sonic effort to give me +3?
I am absolutely going to be spending psionic effort to give myself +3.
Okay. So you're at a -1.
Trying to figure out if there's anything else I can do with this. Psychokinesis doesn't get any specializations. Stupid rules. Alright, so that's a -1. That's a grand total of 1. And I'm assuming since this is an attack.
No,
this
we're not.
counts as-
We're not in combat.
Oh, well then I will hero point that.
Okay. So Irene holds out her hand, and electricity shoots out of her palm and strikes the construct, and it starts deflecting off of the core lightning bolt, and it starts disintegrating pieces of the construct. And both of you hear this unnatural cry, and then this black shadow figure rips forward and lunges at Irene. Irene, make a willpower check.
Just super briefly here, I'm going to go ahead and make my -4 psionic fatigue check also.
Cool.
So that'll just basically be 2 -4 willpower checks back to back. Here's psionic
Nice.
fatigue. I am now brain bleed.
Okay, we'll get to that.
And that is a fail on
Okay.
the willpower check.
This entity tries to rewrite your internal organs. Gain a corruption.
Okay.
Are you at 10 corruption?
No.
Then it is unable to possess you, and it is sent back to whence it came. And as it disappears, so too does the construct in a brilliant flash of psionic electricity. Oh, and now take a light wound.
Okay, yeah.
That's from your brain bleed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, and Irene, as is typical of any time she uses her psionics, will fall into a fetal ball on the floor and start crying.
Okay. Razik,
Well,
Irene, okay, go for it.
I have no mechanical knowledge. I have empathic knowledge, so Irene, you're gonna hate me, but Razik's just gonna walk over and override shutdown.
They're just gonna hit the button?
Yep.
Okay.
Turn off the reactor in the wrong way.
yeah.
That's the only knowledge he has.
So, with a pop, one by one, all the systems turn off in the ship. You guys on the bridge just.
And then Razik, being the technical expert that he is, presses his comm link, and I assume
Nothing
comms are out.
Oh no!
Yes.
I mean, you still have comms still work on
Okay.
on reserve power.
Hello? Oh, good. It's still working. I should have done that before I pressed the button. I believe Irene did something to the so-called ghost. It might be gone. Stay alert. But I think it might be cleared. I also turned off the reactor because we're about to blow from my limited mechanical knowledge. And Irene is in dire need of medical help, but I don't think I'll be able to get close to her without her trying to punch me, so I need help.
Meanwhile, the airlock unlocks. By now, it's all repressurized.
Yeah, I was about to ask that. Okay, so we can let him out.
Opetai steps out, kind of like Picard maneuvers, and turns to Hypos and says, "Thank you, Captain." And he turns to Elise and says, "Elise, Brent's we're gonna have to debrief all this."
It wasn't his fault.
I'm gathering that, Captain.
We're gonna need to also find out where we are. That would.
Well, with the main reactor offline, we're not going anywhere.
Once we have ensured everyone is safe and unharmed, we will have a community gathering to debrief, as it were.
God damn it, I love Hypoist.
Okay. So
You
we
should.
can fast forward to everybody gathering in the lounge. The crew quarters that were sealed off are now, all the locks they can undo from the bridge now that the entity is no longer putzing with stuff. So everyone gathers. You all notice that Bly is fully changed into day clothes. And there's obviously a lot of chatter of people, especially people in the lower decks, are like, "Hey, we woke up and there were warning klaxons and we were locked in our room. What's up?" And now all the lights are off.
I'm assuming that Razik provided treatment where he could to Irene.
Well, it's a light wound, so
It
yes.
is a light one.
Yeah, you did. Yep, you did. You gave her some aspirin and called it a day.
Yeah.
Walk it off. Rub some dirt in it. You're fine.
Rub some dirt in my brain. Okay.
And Razik shows up to this meeting. You think that everything's right with him because he put on some clean clothes and everything, but because he got awakened in the middle of the night, he has slippers on, and nobody has told him yet. Like, he has clean clothes and slippers.
Irene uses a mud mask.
I love it.
By mud mask, you mean smears like oil and grease on her face so that she's more comfortable?
No,
Because that's like
actually, I don't know. I think it just because Irene works with oil grease all the time. The fact that she, mud masks. I think that
Yeah, just
Attract.
like a clay mask.
Yeah.
I imagine Lisa's hair is still partially sticking up in a direction or something like that.
Brent has his 1,000-yard stare because he's like missing an hour and a half of his life. He has no idea what happened.
And Irene is not speaking.
Yeah. So Obaitai quiets everybody down.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for meeting. I know some of you are in the midst of your sleep cycles. It was unavoidable. We have dropped out of
There's a whimper from
hyperspace.
Bly.
Yeah, we've dropped out of hyperspace. Elise was quite observant during the beta watch and noticed that we had dropped out and was able to alert myself as well as Razik and Irene. And we, unfortunately, briefly woke Bly. And she was able to go back to sleep. During that, we had a brief aggressive encounter with an AI, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it's effectively a psionic AI, like a ghost. Do not worry. We believe Irene has dispatched the ghost.
Everyone's looking at you like, what the fuck?
This was a creature we had interacted with briefly on the planet's surface and might have hitched a ride. So, we might have joked about it and laughed at Razik before, but we are going to be holding brief quarantines from members who have settled on a planet and returned to the ship just to make sure nothing strange is going on. There might not have been any tests for this thing in particular. So let's carry us. Oh, other important information that everyone needs to know. The reactor is down. It was leaking. The radiation's probably fine. But if you start feeling strange, please speak with Razik as soon as you notice any symptoms. We are not going anywhere for a while. Our power is down. Irene, am I missing something?
Does anyone have any long-range communications so we could ask for help?
Razik, with the hand up.
As the medical officer, I would like to tack on to our amazing debrief that's happening right now, that if you feel unlike yourself, or if you notice a colleague that doesn't seem like themselves, to report it to me or Dr. Blee as well, just so that we can investigate in case there are remnants, trace of this psionic AI.
Obaitai will speak up and say, just as a precaution, after this meeting, everybody head down to the med bay and get a shot of anti-rad. Except for you, A-Track.
Exactly, all the time. But A-Track, if you want to go down and feel like a member of the team, we'll pretend to give you a shot.
Whimsical. I consider it. Obaitai says under his breath, he's standing next to a high post, so he's the only one who hears it. He goes, that's actually the scariest thing that thing has ever said.
The starboard airlock is damaged. Please do not play with it. Please do not play with it. I know last time it was funny to shoot things out of it. Please do not play with it. We will be using the fabricator to make repair parts for the door. Just keep an eye out. I would really rather nobody spend very much time alone. That way we can make sure no one is being harmed. Just for the next few cycles to ensure that everything's all clear. We will be working on repairs as much as we can. So please do not snack on full rations. We have dried fruit. We have nuts and granola. Do not snack on full rations. Those are meals and we need them. You can have some dried fruit or granola, or a piece of fresh fruit, but they're in the freezer, so
And then
I have a limited supply.
Obaitai steps in your moment of kind of lull to kind of assert. He says, we're also going to be on strict energy rationing to make sure we have enough energy to last until the reactor's back online. That means A-Track, we're going to be skipping your recharge cycles until the reactor is online. And everyone else, if you need anything electronic, use it on its own power pack. Do not tap into ship's energy store. Every ounce of juice we need to keep the lights on, repair equipment running, and of course the air filters. Captain, sorry, go ahead.
Nope, that's that was next on the list. I appreciate it. I didn't want to forget it. In general, use as little as possible. Just use less of stuff. That is the most I can do. I will be postponing jazzercise. That way we're not breathing loads of oxygen. I don't want us to be trying to get our sweat on and breathing a lot whenever things are limit. I know it's a disappointment. Jazzercise will return when the reactor is back on.
I recommend meditation techniques. They slow your breathing.
Okay, you can go back to sleep if you'd like. Hang out. If you need to talk about anything, know that I am here. And my room is a safe space. I've got aromatherapy in there, so if you are allergic to lavender, please let me know ahead of time.
I walk over to Elise. Elise,
Mm-hmm.
the captain mentioned that people were venting stuff out of the broken airlock.
He's referring to slag.
To last time.
Humorously, I am also available for counseling services.
Well, Elise, my favorite mug's missing. I hope you have nothing to do with it.
Obaitai
That will be all.
This time I did not.
Obaitai comically leans over to High Post and says, Captain, maybe we should just have A-Track shut down.
Let's save energy.
Yeah, let's. Hey, A-Track! How about you go ahead and power down until we get the reactor back online? Annoyed. Very well. If I have found any drawings on my exterior, I shall check the usuals. And he looks at Elise. starts marching down to the security room.
I don't know why he keeps blaming that on me. I can't draw.
Yeah, that's probably why.
And then Bly lifts up her hand, which is currently holding the marker.
Bly, please keep it to the washable areas and PG-13. It was raunchy last time.
It was shaped.
Don't worry, Jagan, you'll get it later.
Yep, that's an inside joke you'll get soon.
Okay.
Um,
I'm glad, because I was sitting here like, what? Is that funny?
It is.
um,
No, it's definitely the children who are wrong.
yeah, I'm gonna like end the debrief because I feel like everyone's just kind of like,
Yeah.
Irene will lock Dr. Bly out of the quarters.
No, Bly was holding Elise's hand with the marker.
I know.
Oh,
Still gonna lock her. I share quarters with her.
right.
I'm locking her out.
Okay. So
I'm
next,
going
so next
Bly
time we
can
see her,
sleep-
she's banging on the door going, please.
you can sleep in my room. I'm not going to bed right now. You can just sleep in mine. She got beat up pretty bad. So I don't think you want to be around her right now.
Well, if Bly wasn't a fish woman, she might blush. But, since there's nothing going on there, she will take you up on that offer and go to sleep. And
Yeah, I'll leave her. I will turn my my aromatherapy humidifier off though, because it has its own little battery pack, but I don't want to run out whenever it's my turn to go to sleep.
gotcha. Makes sense.
It's plenty humid in there for a fish person. It's fine.
Okay. So montage later. Irene gets the ship back into ship shape, and the reactor's powered on, and you guys set a course back to Nacippe, free of a psionic construct. Stowaway. Excuse me.
How long does that take for healing purposes?
Let's say I'm going to do a big time jump. So how about let's do a resilience check on each wound, but for every wound, Razik is going to make a medicine check. See how much bonuses y'all get. We're going to time jump at least 10 days.
Oh dear lord.
So get rid of psionic fatigue.
Correct.
Okay.
Perfect. So who wants to go first?
I mean, let's knock Irene out here.
Yeah, she's repairing shit. At least he's just wandering around causing trouble. So
Well, no, this is
more
like
important.
we're like arriving on Nacippe and continuing to time jump. So like it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter in what order we do.
Yeah.
Serious wound.
So let's do Irene.
Oh, and clear light
Serious?
wounds.
Yeah, serious wound. So I need to make a resilience check with a -2 because of serious wound, but I need to wait for Razik's medicine check
Yes.
first.
Jaken,
Yeah,
that would be treatment.
yeah.
What are you giggling at?
I clicked on Vegas's sheet and I just saw in big red letters, check wound penalties.
I need to remind myself. Oh,
Yes.
it's on there twice. Scroll down.
Yes, it is on there twice.
Jaken, so would
That's a good idea.
would the med bay of the ship give a +1 or no?
Actually, I'm gonna give you a +2 because you're on Nacippe at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, and Nacippe
So that
has
would be
like
a +4 total
modern
for
hospital.
those wounds.
Yeah.
Thank God I got a +4. That's an excellent. So you get a +2 on your resilience check.
All right, so that'll make it a flat resilience check then. That's a fail.
Okay. Okay. How many times do you get to check that for 10 days?
I would need to double check. Hold on.
Same. Healing and recovery. A serious wound is every 3 days, so you can attempt that 2 more times.
Okay. Assuming the same thing from Razik, the same +2.
Yeah, just to expedite things.
Okay. There we go. That's a success.
There you go.
That goes to moderate.
Right, and
Or
then a moderate every day. So you have 4. You can get 4 checks on a moderate. Give me a new medicine check because it's a downgraded wound. Okay,
Stellar
+3 step.
+3.
Okay, so that turns the -1 into a +2.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
And
you're
we're
good.
Yep.
But before we do meet, can I do a mind over body?
Sure.
It's not like a -3 step.
Caddy, you
but
can clear that
we
light
try.
wound.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Okay. You can make that roll for each wound, and then go ahead and Razik.
All right, +4 again. That's a stellar. So +3 to your resilience.
Are we doing your critical first?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just get the +3.
You get a d20 because you have a -3.
Yeah. Okay.
wound
That's
penalty.
just double checking.
Okay. Go ahead and try your
Critical
serious next, and you can do mind over body.
Critical, is it over 10 days? Because then she might get
No,
a second roll.
10 days is for a critical. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying?
Serious? Do I need to make another medicine?
No, did you say something about my mind over body? You said I could try it again?
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely not.
-1.
Medicine for the serious?
Yes. All right,
Stellar?
+3, so flat 20.
No.
Okay, you can make that twice more.
Still with +3.
Yeah.
Nope. And nope.
Okay, and then last year moderate. Mind over body and medicine.
I'll let her go first. Stellar.
+3. You can make this 10 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Jesus! The laws of average!
9, 10. You
Was
rolled your
12 enough?
highest as a 12. Oh my lord, what a terrible, terrible series of
It's
rolls.
me, and I haven't died in this campaign. That's the problem.
Gotta kill you. Wow, he needed a 15. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, at least he's not getting any better after 10 days. So, Irene. Engineering check.
Okay. Engineering +1. Power systems?
No.
No.
You're not getting
repair
anything. Yeah. You know what? Even though this isn't like cybernetics, I'll let you have it for cyberware.
Don't we have other engineering crew you could work with too? She can.
Yes. But this is just one roll as the sum of the
And she's not.
Right. Yeah, she don't work with no one. Okay, so the regular +1, the cyberware, and that's it.
and then a +2 from state of the art, facilities.
Okay. So +4 total. That is a 13. That is a shit roll on a +4. A 13 is still an excellent though.
Okay. You have finished the thinking cap.
Okay.
And if you guys gut out your entire lab, you can install it on the Androla. I assume that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll be another 3 days. So if Alicia would like to try to heal her serious is 3, right? And then moderate there's 1.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my mind over body did nothing on that one.
Although I have a question for the team while she makes these rolls. Before you set out to the nearest hyperwind to use the new device, would you want to like wait until Elise's healed?
Yes, she's kind of our main piece.
Okay.
Yep.
In that case, here's what we'll do.
Does anyone have any more sprays that would give me bonuses?
Yeah, so make a +1 step check, resilience check, and keep making it until you succeed. Okay, first
That
try.
one's a success.
So after another 10 days, Elise, you're fully recovered. Cleared all your wounds under Rizzi's care. Right, and then you guys are gonna set off to the. You guys pick a black hole.
This one.
In the gaps. Pick a black hole in the gaps.
I kind of want to return to the one that was. Yeah.
YPSZ 0397-9.
Ipses, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So we come to you guys arriving at that black hole.
Is the word, hold on, I've got this. I deleted it. Can't remember the precept. Is the SMS precept still there?
Yeah, I mean it's drifting ever closer to the middle of that black hole.
Okay.
But yeah, the precept isn't going anywhere.
Irene is quietly comforted by seeing something from the Sphere mandate at this point.
Okay. So the four of you gather in the lab, and Elise sits down in the chair, and Irene straps the thing on her head.
Puts the block of wood in her mouth.
Oh boy.
Given that we have the specs for the thing, would it be reasonable to assume that Rizzi could have at least attempted one chemical compound to create one chemical compound to improve both the mental capacities of Elise, but also make sure she doesn't get hurt doing what she's doing?
Yes, give me a science check.
Science chemistry?
Yes.
Perfect. So that's going to be a +3 steps. Do I get any bonuses from having access to laboratory places?
+2. That's what I gave everybody
So
else.
+5 total.
There you go.
That's a stellar.
Okay. Elise, with this drug, you're going to get a +3 step bonus to resist psionic fatigue for the scene, which would be this whole scene.
Keep that formula. We need more of that.
So that would give me a +5 step for sonic fatigue, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Wait, why is it? It should be +4. Why don't they have a +1 step bonus?
I thought Mentalist gave you a +2 step.
Mentalist is +1. There is a psychokinesis related talent that gives you +2.
Oh, that's on me then. My bad. So it would be a +4.
That's still awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so got the hat on. What kind of check is it, Chicken?
ESP.
Is it psychic history related?
Yes.
And does the helmet give me any pluses?
Yes, because you got an excellent, right? Vegas, you got an excellent.
What?
When you built it,
Yeah,
you got an excellent.
correct,
So that's a +1
correct.
step.
Yeah, sorry.
So +1 step from that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? And I'll expend psionic effort since I have that drug.
Okay.
Damn it.
Can you help me? I don't know what's going on, but my push to talk moves the map, and I can't get back onto it.
Sure.
Like I can't. Like it just scrolls away from me. I don't know what the hell it's doing.
Does that fix it? Refresh? Oh, hang on. I think I can do something.
Refreshing work. I don't know what it is, but my push to talk causes me to scroll and then changes it.
That's not great. Don't click on the Foundry window. Click somewhere else when you push to talk.
Part of the problem with that is that if I click on certain pages, because it's a mouse button, it changes whatever page I'm on the internet, because it's also the back button, and I can't unprogram that.
Okay.
Is it on your mouse?
Yeah.
Yes.
After stream, talk to me.
Okay.
Okay, so that's plus 5 total.
Plus 5 total. 26.
That is the stellar.
That's a stellar. Okay. Give me a psionic fatigue check. Okay, plus 4. Okay.
Definitely resisted.
All right. You feel like you are tapping into something in the hyperwind, something around the black hole, but you need to spend more effort.
Okay.
Okay, make a fatigue check.
Go resist fatigue check.
Yeah.
I did not do it.
Okay, so you're going to suffer a level of psychic fatigue, but you're suddenly, your mind is transported to this kind of visual journey where you can see, like your brain is, your mind, your vision is like traveling through all these tunnels, and you see stars whip past, and then you see the center of the galaxy, and you see it moving around you as you go around, and you believe your brain just traversed the hyperwinds, all of them.
As in, I know where they go, or I just happen to travel along them.
You just found out that they're all connected psychically. And because this was a psychic history check, you can't quite, it's not like a normal psychic history. You can't really like see an image or something, but you get the sense that there's something else there that you can connect with telepathy, contact.
I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
I don't succeed though.
You want to spend a hero point?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. You need to spend psionic effort. So make a resist check. Well, now will be
Yep.
plus 3. You got a 19 on the d20. Don't re-roll it. Okay. Now you're in your mind's eye. You have a bird's eye view of the galaxy, like it would like if it's laid flat. And highlighted is all of these routes, like a web throughout the galaxy. And you sense another presence. And it goes, "Welcome. I am the regulator. You have accessed the hyperlane network.
Hello.
Hello.
What do you do as the regulator?
I regulate the hyperlanes. Though, more specifically, I am more of a indexer. And unfortunately, my services and abilities have been left in disrepair the past approximately 1,000 solar years.
That was about the time everything happened, right?
Yep. There have been inquirers such as yourself, but none with the expertise necessary to fix the damage.
Can you show me where the damage is? Maybe we could fix it.
Oh, everything you see is the damage. The hyperlanes have been eroded. It requires significant infrastructure to repair.
Can you help you to repair it?
I can. I am the regulator. But it would require you to build a device that no one who has accessed me in the past 1,000 years has been able to build. Unfortunately, I cannot help with that. I do not have the schematics. But if you were to build it, I could begin to help you seed them along hyperlane routes, and using my psychic programming, I can restore balance to the hyperlanes. But if I'm being honest, I know that will not surpass. By your inquisitive nature, I suggest you're just like all the others who have accessed me. Young. But I'd be glad to answer any questions you have.
Do you know where I can find the schematics to fix you?
Earth?
Where's Earth?
What's Earth?
On this map, he arrows point, or like lines point from each cardinal direction, and boop! And you notice it's in the middle of all of these lines, which you now know are the hyperlanes. It's literally the middle of where every single hyperlane. You know how all roads lead to Rome? All hyperlanes lead to Earth.
But when they get to
Typical Earth.
do they also lead to Rome?
Yes.
Okay.
They purposely designed it that way.
Unfortunately, due to the instability of the hyperlanes, I don't think travel to Earth via a hyperlane would be a viable method of travel. Not that others haven't tried.
Are there other routes we could take?
Well, I'm not programmed with general hyperspace astrogation, unfortunately.
I want to get this map. And I want to download the map of the hyperwinds into our ship. And I don't know how to do that. Is that something we could put in, Vegas? Like that's something I'm going to put to Irene. Jakin?
What?
Is there a way that
What you
what I
see
see
shows up
can-
on a monitor?
Yes.
Not right now, but yes.
I want to be describing this to them as I'm making the connections, like I'm talking about it.
Okay.
So I'm spewing all this to you guys. Do you guys have anything you want to ask?
Irene's currently not in the room. She's down in whatever cargo bay or lab or whatever. She ran down there looking for a visual display monitor that she can run in and try to hook up.
Okay. Yes, I grew my beard back. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, Fenton.
No, now he's gonna leave. He only watches until I say his name, and so I'm not gonna say it. He's just gonna have to watch the whole stream from here on out.
See, you did say it though.
I did, but I don't know if that counts. All right, moving on.
Who created him? The regulator.
Who created you?
The Lunar Psionic Research Facility.
Is that on Earth?
No, it's on Luna.
Where's Luna?
In orbit of Earth.
So close enough. All right.
At
It's
the
the
time,
Lunar Psionic what?
Research Academy.
okay, it's gonna probably mean nothing to us, but how long ago was that?
How long ago was that?
My memory banks only store 3,000 years of chronological data. It exceeds that value.
More than 3,000 years ago, Zeke.
Are there other means to communicate with the regulator outside of psionics?
Does someone have to be psychic to communicate with you?
Yes, I am a psionic construct, only accessible if a psionic taps into the hyperlane directly.
Is that how the hyperwinds were navigated?
Hyper winds?
That's what we call them.
Oh, no. Before the degradation, there were entry and exit points at every port. I would mark them on your visual, but I can no longer remember where they were. Most of these entry and exit points have been destroyed, which has led to the degradation, unfortunately.
Most, but not all.
There are still a few. And there are new entry and exit points, erratic. I could chart them, it would take time, and I would have to sacrifice much of my memory stores.
To find new entry and exit points.
I don't want it to sacrifice its memory.
No, not jot them. Define new entry and exit points.
Define new entry and exit points. Like how did this happen?
Oh, well. Activating learner program. Imagine, if you would, a series of tubes, pipes, that run along the galactic axis. Now remove those pipes, and the water now flows erratically, fraying like a loose thread. Entry and exit points materialize at random along various routes, although to be accurate, any point in hyperspace that intersects with a hyperlane is an entry point. In addition to these fraying, black holes pull hyperlanes, creating additional exits. Without the components, I am unable to regulate this deviation. You're not the first to inquire about exit points.
I want to try projecting an image of that ship and saying, like, has this ship used them?
Oh, yes.
Were they the ones that recently inquired?
This species, unknown in my databanks, accesses myself frequently for the past 400 years. These ships, as I see them now, make use of the hyperlanes frequently.
And you don't know anything about their species?
I interact with them in an informative manner. 100 years ago, I helped them learn about exit points, and since then I have seen this ship configuration traversing the hyperlanes. Unlike every other ship that enters the hyperlanes, these ships seem to know where they're going. Unfortunately, I have terminated communication with this species after they attempted to damage me.
Do you know where they came from initially?
Well, I can access any in the network currently, but if I do, they would be aware.
No, I don't want that to happen. Where did they initially enter? Originally?
4 lines point to a spot in the galaxy. I'm sorry, I cannot provide more accurate detail. I'm not programmed for astrogation.
Can you prevent them from exiting or entering?
I am the regulator. I do not control. Elise, you feel another presence.
Uh-oh. What is it? Is it familiar?
No.
Is it similar to the thing we just fought?
No.
Are they trying to access you now?
Someone is trying to access it. Someone on a protected point of entry. I believe it is the species. They may have detected your presence. They have been monitoring my comings and goings.
Meanwhile, talking. Oh, go ahead.
Was the last ship let out in anywhere near us?
Oh, I'm triangulating your location along the network. 50 years ago, one of these ships emerged at a black hole very close to your. I believe very near where you are now.
Meanwhile, while this is happening, Razik is gonna ask, because he doesn't know that this is going on in at least his mind. He's gonna ask.
I'm dictating it.
Okay.
Mid sentence, at least he stops talking.
Okay.
Finish what you were going to say, Razik.
Razik was gonna like kind of whisper over to Irene and say, "Do you think we could build the same like psionic computers that you guys were playing around in the facility to connect?" And then like at that point he stops as well because Elise stops talking. So
Elise,
like,
you feel yourself getting ripped from the regulator, and you feel yourself traveling at an insane speed, and then you find yourself in a cold, dark room. And before you is this chair that has a kind of like a chitinous organic design, and you can feel the presence of someone sitting in the chair. And the person stands up, and you can see him from behind. He's wearing black armor with the same kind of chitinous natural design, and a gray leathery skin on his head with a green tint, and it has several cybernetic protrusions coming out of its head all the way around like a crown. And as it turns around, it looks extremely gaunt. It has like protruding cheekbones and a protruding brow, and slit eyes, and it looks at you. Meanwhile, for the rest of you, Elise starts convulsing.
The wooden bit thing is less funny. Doc!
Yeah. Irene's gonna be monitoring the Cereb gal.
Yeah, everything's fluctuating wildly. Something has gone wrong. Her brain pattern is oscillating between hyperactivity and just split seconds of brain dead.
Is it safe to take her out?
You're not sure. This is the first psionic interface technology you've ever seen. Even though you designed it, you don't know.
So Irene is probably arguing very loudly with Razik on whether, and because like I'm assuming Razik is like, we need to get her out, and Irene's like, don't fucking touch her.
Well, Razik is probably saying like, we need to get her out, and then you say like, it might be dangerous. Razik says, well, we could put her under, like, sedate her or something like that, and you're like, well, that could be the same thing as
We
disconnecting.
have
and
no
we're
idea
like,
what that's gonna do to her.
Yeah,
She could be
like-
brain dead.
While they're arguing, I am trying to
Okay,
disconnect myself.
Elise, this thing locks eyes with you, and you feel like the entire world is like shrinking down to its eyes, like everything is being compressed like a powerful headache, and you can feel it trying very powerfully to access your mind. Make a telepathy check.
Any pluses on this one?
Nope, just your -1 from your sonic fatigue.
Can I spend psionic fatigue?
Yes.
Doing that. That's an excellent.
Okay. All right. You feel it scanning your trace thoughts, but you've blocked it from your guarded thoughts.
I'm just gonna keep trying to disconnect myself from it and the machine.
Okay. Nothing seems to be working. And that's what's going through your head right now, is just like, get me out of this, disconnect me. I don't want to be here. Abort. Those are your thoughts that it's picking up on?
Probably. Although it might quickly turn to, you know what? Fine, I'm gonna read you.
Oh, okay.
I am a black. You're
Alright.
challenging me at this point.
All right. Yeah.
So yeah, I think at some point once I can't get free, I'm like, okay, fine. Two could play this game, and I try to probe him.
Okay. Make a telepathy check. Oh, but first give me a sonic fatigue check.
What was it? +4 total?
No, you no longer have that. Oh, no, that was the drug, not the machine. Yes, it's +4.
Yeah.
But -1 because you had the penalty.
Dang it.
You failed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I get the +1 from my being specialized in probe, but that's it, right? I'm no longer connected to the machine technically.
Right. Your mind is no longer benefiting from the machine, to just put it. Whatever this thing is, it's holding you here.
So it's a -1 total.
Okay.
Unless I spend psionic fatigue again.
Right.
But you know what? I am.
Okay.
I already lost my math. Where am I at? +2?
Well, you were at -1. So this puts you at a +2, yeah.
That's stellar.
That is also a stellar. So you can't read its mind. All right, meanwhile, back at the ship. What are you guys doing?
Resistance. I did psionic fatigue, by the way. I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, you did? With the 28? Are you continuing the penalties? Shouldn't it be at a +2 now instead of a +4? Because you're getting penalized because you rolled a nat 20, so
Right.
you're good, but for the future.
Right.
If they weren't already around, Razik probably made it worse by calling Dr. Blee and Dr. Cybernetics. I don't remember their name at the time.
Okay, so Razik starts calling in all these other doctors into the room. Okay, Valisi, it's going to try to probe your mind again. It got an average success, so it's a pretty good chance you can just block it out.
It's just straight telepathy?
Yep. With your -2 for psychic fatigue.
I don't.
Okay, so well, with only an average, it's still only getting your front
See,
thoughts.
now it's probably getting my angry thoughts. So I'm
Okay.
pissed.
Do you want to try to read it again?
No, I'm gonna try and disconnect again.
Can you
Okay.
technically hurt it from here?
I have no way to hurt it.
If she had the mind blast talent, she might be able to.
Disconnecting is just telepathy.
No, there's no check for that. You can't
Oh,
disconnect.
I just can't do it.
Yeah, you're trying really hard. Okay. All right, you unplug the device, and one of the other doctors like pulls the apparatus off of her head, and she's still convulsing and flailing. So Elise, this creature holds out a bony, leathery hand as he's expending sonic effort to read your mind. You got an average.
I guess I'll spend sonic effort to resist it.
Okay.
Gives me a +1.
Yeah.
No.
That's a fail.
Yeah.
Okay. So your mind is dwelling on trying to get out, trying to get back to the ship, and he's just like,
Razik doesn't want the convulsion and probably adrenaline that's running through Elise's veins right now, because I'm assuming she's in essentially flight and fight.
well, no, her whole body's like just kind of
Yeah,
like,
muscle
muscle
spasm and everything.
spasms, and she's like clamping down on that piece of wood.
He's gonna give her the amount of sedation that would relax her body but not yet put her to sleep, trying to slow down the convulsion, make sure that she doesn't damage her own body in the state that she's in right now, but not yet putting her to sleep.
Okay, so you're slowing her down.
Yeah.
Okay. Elise, you suddenly feel like you're falling.
Can I mind over body check to try and push myself out of this?
Yeah, it'll be opposed by his telepathy because he's holding you there.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna expend a sonic effort.
Okay.
That's an excellent.
Okay, you got an average. You can now see through your own eyes and this image of the ship interpose on each other. And you can now, you're kind of like half aware of your actual surroundings. And again, his hand is starting to like shake as he's trying to read your mind. He's spending sonic effort again. You're spending sonic effort, right? So you need to make an effort check.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just +2, right?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, so you got -3. Okay. He got a stellar success.
Okay, and it's just opposed telepathy?
Yep.
Okay,
Is
well,
there
I'm again.
any-
How many sonic fatigue I spent up to 4?
Yeah, I think actually right now you're supposed to take a wound, but I mean it's not gonna. Yes, if you take a 4th one, your brain burned.
Okay, well, I am gonna expend sonic effort to resist.
Okay, so that's gonna negate your penalties.
That's why, yeah.
Okay.
Nope.
No. Okay, so he just got a stellar success on the mind probe. Roll your psychic fatigue with a +1 now.
What were you gonna say, Vegas?
And say, is there any way to?
Oh,
Right. Yes.
Any way for Irene to like psionically gestalt with her?
Yeah. All right.
And, like
Link.
like link and like just feed, like pump every ounce of psionic juice I have into her.
Make
so she
a
can fight
telepathy check. If you succeed, you can spend a psionic effort to give her a free use of your psionic effort.
can I spend psionic effort on this telepathy
Yes.
check? Okay. I will do that. Telepathy. Oh, I need to be on my sheet, not Hypost's. Okay. That is exactly an average.
Okay.
So, just briefly, here's to see if I fatigue myself. I fatigue myself in the process.
Okay. And then you want to give her a fatigue?
Yes.
Okay. Roll again. Now with the -1.
Okay.
What? And Hypos is just kind of like holding on to Elise. Okay. Irene is starting to go fast. Okay, Elise, this thing is now you can feel it just rummaging through your brain. You can see memories popping up, and it's just like kind of like doing this with its hand, like it's like waving through a hollow book.
It's supposed to be my specialty.
You want to try to get yourself out of it, the mind of her body?
Yep.
Okay, you now have a free use of sonic fatigue, of sonic effort from Irene, which is just going to negate your bonuses.
Damn. No.
You want to spend a hero point?
Yes.
Okay. It does get to try to counter, which it does. Yeah. You see it kind of like make this face and lower its hand, and then with a flick of 2 fingers, you're out. You're no longer there. You're back in where you are in reality. And as you leave this connection, you get one thought bled over from whatever he was doing to hold you there. One thing from him bled over into your mind, and it is 2 words: fresh harvest.
And then I'm back in my body.
Yep. With
And you're
like
heavily
blood
sedated.
coming down your
There's probably like blood coming out of my nose.
yeah. And
Your
you're
wound-
surrounded by a whole bunch of doctors and your friends and
Irene has pushed everyone off at this point and is now like squeezing Elise, probably painfully and crying.
I imagine I'm lying down, so I just kind of sit up and I go, I think the Citadel ships are coming. And then because it carries the character thing, I pass out.
and that's the end of session.
Not hurt, but I figured it was more cinematic.
Well, I'm kicking myself. I forgot to cue the music. I used it for the other thing. Dang it.
It's still really good.
All right. So that's session, everybody. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's been 3 weeks. It's been a hot minute. So it's nice to be back. You guys are all good for that? Yeah. Okay. Caddy, why don't you lead us with the shoutouts? Go.
Hey everybody, follow us on everything if you want to keep track of what's happening, especially when we have sort of different types of sessions, which hopefully that shouldn't have to happen soon, but any information on that is going to be on the official Dire World Twitter. Otherwise, follow the rest of us on Twitter. We're hilarious. At least I can speak for myself and say I am. Follow me on TikTok for knitting / historical costuming / D&D rants, which is a new kind of development in that world. And then I'll have some new products, a little less sci-fi feeling than what we're doing now, but I'll have new products on Etsy in like the next couple of weeks, which is exciting because it'll be some more apparel. So thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next week.
Awesome. All right, Vegas.
yeah, follow the doobly doo over there somewhere. Very expressly, I would like to point out, if during the ghostish scenes earlier, you enjoyed the background music, follow me on SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/JohnnyVegas82. That is an ambient track that I wrote for this. I'm not great at getting out tracks at any sort of regularity, but they happen. And when they do, I hate them. So I would like you to hate them with me. But yeah, that'd be it. Thanks. Love you. Bye.
Okay, Elenia.
Hey everyone, I am not playing my Twitter because I use it. I just have it because it was a thing, and I was like, sure, I'll get one of these. So I don't really use it for anything. I don't even check it. But I make coasters and all sorts of crafty things on Etsy. You can find my shop. It's called the Ultimate Nerd Stop. Link is right there. I can't point that direction because my push talks in the other hand, but that direction. So this is some of the coasters I recently put up. It was also what I was wearing as my hat. I picked Ravenclaw because they're smart. You can buy these on the Etsy shop. If you have any requests, I designed a whole new set of coasters. I just need to get the yarn for them. I'll post pictures of them when I can. I'll try to on my Twitter. But go check out my shop. Purchase something if you're interested. Message me on Etsy or Twitter if you want an idea for coasters, and I'll let you know.
All right, everybody. That's the session. Oh, one last thing, guys. You're level 5. Okay.
Yay!
I'm going to close this out with the creepy music. So everybody have a great night and have a great week. And hopefully real life will let us play next week. And we will see you then. Goodbye.